chat? How we feeling? It's been a hot second since I've been on stream. Oh my god, it's been like... How many days? 8 days?! 8 days since I've streamed! Holy shit! Oh my god! Hello chat, how you guys doing? Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. I apologize in advance for my voice. I might have a little bit of rasp here and there. If you hear it crack, it's because it's still not 100% yet. Dude, my voice got so fucked up over the weekend just because I was yapping so much. I was yapping like every single hour, every single fucking day. It was crazy. I felt like there wasn't ever a time where I wasn't yapping. And so when Monday came around, I was like, hey guys, Yena Youngblood here. It was gone. My voice was gone. I actually just started getting it back today, so if my voice starts sounding a little bit rough, that is the reason why. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome in. Long time no YouTube stream. Sorry for the delay. I was going to stream right when I got back from Offkai, but I got sick, so curse my immune system that seems to get sick every single time I go outside. But welcome in, guys. Hope you're doing well. Can I get a hi, Yena? Welcome in, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good... What's today? Good Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. How about those post-con blues? Dude, I don't even have time to experience post-con blues because I have more stuff happening next week. So I got no time for... No rest for the wicked, dude. I have so much shit on the agenda until like end of July. And then maybe finally I'll be able to rest for a little bit after end of July. I've been, oh god, guys, you don't even know what's been happening. I spent the entire day scripting today for the Offkai video, and it's still not done. I'm so exhausted. And then let me just see the schedule for the next few days. Oh, I got a repo collab tomorrow morning, and I have to finish scripting the thing tomorrow afternoon. And I also have to go meet up with a friend to go pick up something. And then I have the VSMP server starting on the 28th. And then there's also the Family Feud event. And then I'm supposed to have a cover releasing on the 29th. Don't know if that's gonna happen. And then I have to record on the 30th for a different cover. And then Tuesday, I'm going to a different thing with another friend. And then Wednesday, I finally have a day off, and I have meetings that day. Thursday, I have a 4th of July pre-game thing. I don't know what that even means. It's not even on the same fucking day. And then on the 4th of July, I have an off collab with some other girls. You'll see that later. I don't know when that's gonna come out, but I have an off collab with some other VTuber girls. Specifically some from Xpixel Link, so keep an eye out for that. And then I have so what am I doing on Saturday? Saturday I have to record for a different thing. Sunday I'm going to a different place in a different area. Monday I'm going to the spa with a different friend. Tuesday I'm filming a vlog with someone. I never fucking stops, dude. Oh, guys. Guys, why is summer so busy? I feel like I haven't had a chance to rest. So we got a few things going on. Yeah, just a couple, you know, just a couple things going on. Nothing crazy, you know. Just a little something. Nothing wild. Yeah, yeah, it's just a little bit, you know, just a little planned activity, all that stuff. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh my god, Zero Taku, what the heck? Zero Taku, thank you so much for the 20 gifted. I appreciate it. That's very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me actually thank all the people who are resubbing right now. Or sorry, re-membershipping. Lawshore, thank you so much for the 5 months. You work hard and keep going. That's why I made Yena chat meme. Thank you, Lawshore, for the 5 months. I appreciate it. Envy, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Zero Taku, thank you so much for the 3 months of super chat. You got this. Yena Love, thank you so much, Zero Taku. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the 20 gifted. I appreciate it. That's very sweet of you. Nebby, thank you so much for the 5 months. Wow, can you believe it, guys? 5 months of Yena Youngblood. Wow, it felt so much longer than 5 months. What are you talking about, Nebby? The half-year anniversary is coming up next month. What are you talking about? Oh, silly guy. Silly guy who doesn't know how to count. Surely it's not because we're missing 3 months of membership due to a certain demonetization thing. Nah, you're so funny, dude. You're so funny. Half year so soon. I know, half year so soon. Half year anniversary coming up next month. Isn't that crazy? Argentino, thank you so much for the 5 months of Yenfest Station. Don't worry, boss. You got this. You'll be okay. We're here with you. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Is today like everyone's remembership day or something? What's going on? Is it fucking everyone? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Hi, guys. Thank you so much, KJ, for the 5 months of Yenfest Station as well. Yena, hi, Yena, hi, Yena, hi. Hello, KJ. Gob Hoplin, thank you so much for the 5 months of Youngblood Plus. 5 months of membership. Thunder Cookie, thank you so much for the 5 months of Infestation as well. Thank you so much, dude. Whoa, this is a thing. Thank you, Doge, for the... Oh god, there's so many. Oh my god, guys, stop. Stop! Stop membershiping! Stop it! Stop super chatting! Stop! There's so many, bro. Holy shit. Dude, if this was on Twitch, we would have a hype train right now. Here, we can fake a hype train. We can fake... Whoa, thank you guys for the level 2 hype train, guys! Thanks for the level 2 hype train, gamers! I really appreciate it! Give me 1 second. Let me quickly thank everyone. Sly, thank you for the 2 months of Youngblood Plus. Thank you, Envy, for the 2 months of Youngblood Plus. Guys, Yena did it! Yena finally killed Wait! That's so funny! Who was the person? Who was the hater who said Yena Youngblood was gonna kill Idol when I first joined? You're finally correct. Correlation does not equal causation. But if you want to believe it, you are technically correct. Oh, thank you, Airslaps, for the $5 tip. Thank you for the level 3 hype train. I appreciate it. Guys, Yena Youngblood finally killed Idol Corp. The prophecy is true. It finally happened. Oh man, that's fucking hilarious, dude. Airslaps, thank you so much for the $5 tip. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, Taco, for the Infestation. Hello, boss. So happy to have you back. Also glad to meet you at Offkai. I have a monocle in order thanks to... Oh, really? Wait, no fucking way, dude! That's awesome! Yeah, you gotta get the... We talked about it at the meet and greet. You the suspicious eyes, where you have to squint to keep it on. Newspaper headline, Yena Youngblood killed Idol Corp? Yena Youngblood killed Idol Corp? God, the haters were right. That means the hater must also be right about Yena Youngblood being a man! Oh my god. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe they're onto something. There are no accidents. Oh man, that's fucking funny, dude. Anyways, let me go ahead and thank everyone real quick for the rest of the rememberships. Give me 1 second. Envy, thank you so much for the 5 months of Youngblood Plus. Whoop woo! Welcome back, Cheap. Thank you so much, Envy. Appreciate it. Happy to be back. Balto, thank you so much for the 5 months as well. 5 months, that's like 97 days. That is like 97. Is that 97 days? I actually don't know. I actually have no idea. Hey, Belle, thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate it. You got this, boss. I hope you had fun at Offkai. I did. Okay. Yeah, I was at Offkai. That was why I was gone for the last however so many days. Oh my god, has it really been 8 days? Holy shit, that's crazy. But yeah, I was gone for the last however so many days because of Offkai. I am back now. And I shouldn't be leaving for the foreseeable future, which is good, because that means that stream should hopefully be equalizing out pretty soon. I will be very busy for the next couple of days, or couple of weeks. So I probably won't be able to get too much actual, like, external content done. Although we do have a couple of video projects on the way already, so please look forward to those. We have consistent video uploads for basically, I would say, the next 3-ish months, which is pretty good. That's pretty damn good backlog. Is that the last laugh as an 8-bit? It is, in fact, the last laugh as an 8-bit. Do you guys actually want to see this at the upload? I can upload this as a BGM as well. Similar to how I uploaded Antagonist. Actually, this has been my BGM for the... ever since I was debuted. This has been my BGM ever since I was debuted. No one knew it was Last Laugh though, because it was just the instrumental. But now that Last Laugh has been released, which by the way, if you haven't listened to it yet, you can go check it out now on my YouTube channel. It's almost fully animated, and it's also on Spotify. So if you want to listen to it on the go, on any major music distributor, you are free to go check that out. Please go listen to it, please. Guys, I worked so hard on it, please. So much money went into it too, I beg of you. Please. If I get it to 100K, management might let me do another original song. Hi, Yena. It was awesome meeting you at Offkai Expo. I got to meet all of former Wildfire. Hope you had fun. Also, I have the total number of meet and greets if you want to know, since we chatted about it. Oh, yeah, dude, this guy, Tang, he said he, like, when he came to my meet and greet, he said he was, like, at 40 VTuber meet and greets. And I was like, what? What have you been doing the rest of the con? I guess nothing, because he's been going to all the meet and greets, you know? Like... If you haven't listened to Last Laugh 20 times by now, are you even a young pup? Real. Real and true. True facts. Spit your shit, king. Facts, my brother. Or whatever, however that meme goes. 73 VTuber. Jesus Christ, dude. That's insane. 73 VTuber meet and greets. That's crazy. You're insane. Is that... Okay, real talk, Tang. Is that all you did over the weekend? Like, were you able to do anything else? Altianos, welcome in. Thank you so much for the super chat. Missed you, Yena. Haven't been here long, but I always love your streams. Thank you so much, Altianos. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super. I really, really appreciate it. Also, oh my god, I didn't really realize there's more resubs. Give me 1 second. Grim Senpai, thank you so much for the Infestation 5 months. 5 months of membership. I'm shifting. Watch out, guys. I'm about to shift. She chroma on my shift till I Yena Youngblood. Cryptic, thank you so much for the 2 months at Infestation as well. It was great to meet you at Offkai. Thank you so much for coming to see me at Offkai too, Cryptic. I appreciate it. Thank you. Infestation, 5 months from Rubber Toe as well. Still dealing with Offkai FOMO, especially missing out on trending Yena windshield wiper sticker. Did get my friend to buy me a Polaroid from the Chroma booth. Okay, to be fair, I didn't even know that sticker was gonna be there until I saw it. Actually, I have real life footage because, okay, so for those who, I don't know if I told people, but I don't think I did actually, because I think I didn't tell people I was going to Offkai physically until afterwards. It's like an OPSEC thing. You're not supposed to tell people you're going to Offkai until like after the event happens. But I actually filmed the video there, and the video was, can I find $200 worth of Yena Youngblood merchandise under 2 hours? And I have real footage of me being like, is that? Oh my god, it is. When I saw the super spicy one, I was like, oh. There's a whole part of me being like, I'm gonna just walk away and then maybe I'll come back later if I can't hit $200. And I come back later, and as I'm buying the sticker, you can hear it in my voice. I'm like, my voice is trembling. I'm like, can I have the mythic one? Yeah, this one. And it's so embarrassing. I'm like, I've never bought any like lewd stuff from a convention ever. Like, I know, like, I talk a lot about haha, like dick, haha, like, you know, whatever, you know, dick and balls, etc, etc. I know I say a lot of it on stream, but like, I'm pretty like withdrawn from the more degenerate stuff IRL. And this was my first time purchasing something lewd. Like, it was my first time purchasing something lewd. I didn't even know how to do it. I was like, do they think I'm gonna be weird? Like, do they, I'm like this, like, I'm this, you know, like, not their usual customer base, you know? I'm not their usual customer base. Are they gonna feel like it's weird if I go up to them and ask for this sticker? And I was like, oh, I felt so awkward. But it was fine. I got it. As embarrassed as I was, I did get it. Yena buys her own character spicy art and gets embarrassed over it. Crazy. Listen, okay, it was just weird. It was like I went up to the booth and I was like, do they know it's me? Like, I got kind of nervous, you know? was low-key considering using a whole different voice, and I was like, no, I think that's more sus. I think that's more sus if I do. But it's fine, it's cool. The challenge was done. But you guys will have to see the video to see if I actually completed the challenge or not, so. Did you put it on the company card? Maybe. That was 90% of my Offkai activities. This was the first time I spent less than $200 on merch because I was running around, but it was worth it. Yeah, I bet it was. That sounds super fun. Did you actually watch all the VTubers you went to go meet? Or was it sort of like you were just trying to get as many meet and greets as possible? Charius, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the one gifted. I much appreciate. Spicy Yena merch being a tax write-off. I mean, it is for the company. It's not for me because I didn't spend money on it. It's the company card. But, yep, it is a tax write-off. Technically, it's a business expense. It was used for content. You could have used your actually voice. No, that would have been so much more sus. Could you imagine this, like... Could you imagine this Asian girl going up to this booth with a bunch of, like, spicy art and be like, I would like one Yena Youngblood. I would like one Yena Youngblood sticker, please. The one with her tits out? Yeah, that one. That's the one I want. Could you imagine? That'd be even more sus! I feel like the most normal thing I could have done is just been normal. Like, just been normal. Been like, yeah, I would like this Yena Youngblood sticker, you know? Isa! Oh my god! Isa, thank you so much for the raid! I appreciate it! Welcome in, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, Raiders Boat Raid! Thank you for the boat raid, Isa. I appreciate it. I saw your very cute art on the Twitter doc. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna unpin this message. On the Twitter.coms of you being in front of your standee on the escalator. It's very relatable. It's incredibly relatable. Yeah, I didn't have a standee at Offkai because I technically wasn't a official guest. But I did have many moments that were very similar along that vein. There were so many VTubers I went to go up to go say hi, like to go say hi to during their like robot meet and greets. It was so funny. It was actually so funny because I would go up and I'd be like, hi, my name is Redacted, you know? And then they would be like, how's your con been? So fucking funny, dude. Because it was like that spark of recognition where it's like, oh, they know that it's someone they know, but they don't want to dox anyone. So they're just gonna, you know, play it off like they have no idea who this is. Very funny. Very funny to have it happen multiple times. And then I would usually message them afterwards and be like, it's so great saying hi to you. And they'd be like, that was you? What? Oh, man. Very funny. Love going incognito, dude. Gotta love going incognito. So many yacht hats at Offkai, dude. Dude, okay. You guys don't know this. Well, you guys will eventually know this, but I have footage of young pups. I have footage of you guys walking around the artist alley because I saw you guys walking around the artist alley. There was actually one point where I went out to a booth. There were 3 young pups there. And I was like, you know what? This is dangerous. I'm gonna come back later. I saw the yacht cats and I saw the Yena keychains on the backpack and I was like, oh, I gotta circle back around and leave. I gotta fucking go. Bruh, she's stalking us. No, I'm not. It's just the space is small and you guys traveled in a fucking pack. So it's like, yeah, actually, you guys doxed yourselves, so that's not on me. Oh man, dude, y'all are fucking hilarious. Thank you, Paperback, for the membership. Bruh, she's stalking us. Thank you for the 1 month paperback. I appreciate it. Yansky, thank you so much for the 4 months. So there's a non-zero chance you might have purchased a Yena Yak attachment on the company card. No. I did purchase the Yena Yak hat on the company card. That is, there's a difference there in terms of the phrasing. Absolute creep behavior. Hey, listen, man, listen. Listen, okay? It just happened that I was started filming when you guys came into frame, okay? It wasn't intentional. It just happened that it happened that way. Hopefully I get stalked next year. Yeah, maybe you'll make a cameo in the next Yena Youngblood video. Oh, man. Did you buy that with the company card? Are you talking about the Yak hat? If so, yes, I just said so. Yena did a stealth skill plus 100 on the young pups. I mean, hey man, again, you know, I think the common courtesy at these conventions is that even if you do see your Oshi, you kind of just pretend like they're not there, right? Just as a courtesy of practice in terms of like personal space and whatnot. I think the only time that it's okay for you to go up to a VTuber is if they publicly announce that they're gonna be there and it's okay to like find them, you know? Google Doc, my Oshi stalked her fans and destroyed Idol. Oh, it's so cooked, dude. It's so cooked. Also, Thomas, thank you so much for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Also, Red Scout, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it as well. I knew I talked to a few VTubers in their flesh form and just pretended like they're not real. Exactly. You just pretend like they're not real. You sit there and you're just like, wow, this really sounds like someone that I like watching, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh well, it's great to meet you, random person. That's just how you play it. That's just how you play it, guys. It's the common courtesy of the VTubing world. Unless a streamer specifically has said, I'm gonna be at Offkai, or I'm gonna be at this event, you're free to come find me and say hi, you just pretend like they aren't there. It's all just a fever dream. Yes, it's all just in your imagination. Are you ever gonna perform, are you gonna live perform like at a venue? Well, it wasn't a live performance, because the logistics of a live performance with that many VTubers would be basically impossible. But I did perform at Offkai. I don't know if any of you guys went to go see the concert, but the Supernova concert was at Offkai, and I did perform there. I could not stop laughing, because it was my first time seeing the footage too, and I could not stop laughing. When my model did the 2D twirl, the little woo, and like the freaking Wii bowling thing that happens when you like roll the ball backwards and all the Wii characters spin around. It was so funny, dude. I follow everyone, watch clips, and lurk when I can. I've been into VTubers since late 2018, and 90% of my Twitter is VTubers, VR, just related. So yeah, deep in the VTuber rabbit hole, that is incredibly deep. Yeah, holy crap. Well, I'm glad you had to see. Sorry, I can't speak. I'm glad you got to see so many of the people that you watch. That's really cool. I would be way too nervous to get tackled by unseen security if I thought I recognized anyone. Yeah, you never know when there's just a bodyguard in the behind scenes, guys. You never know. Did you find any Yena cosplayers? No Yena cosplayers this year, unfortunately. But hopefully next year. I think I haven't been around long enough for there to feasibly be anyone who, like, had enough time to make a cosplay for Yena. Hopefully next year. Hopefully next year. I think that'd be really sick. Where was Offkai? Offkai was at San Jose, California. Yeah. Most VTubers I talked to introduced themselves as such had no clue who they were. I mean, most people aren't super, you know, worried about OPSEC, I think. Just we have a bit more restrictive rules about IRL events that we go to, just since we're under company and everything like that. Would it be acceptable to ask for an autograph? Would that be too far in that case? I think unless a streamer has said, you are welcome to come find me, like on their socials, it's best to just not approach. Again, you just pretend like they don't exist. You just pretend like they're not there at all, period. It's just some random dude, you know? It's just a hallucination from the con. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the con stench, you know? It's really making you see things that aren't there. My friend recognized that VTuber's entire collab group because his Oshi had a distinct voice and he noticed everyone in that group was familiar. Yeah, I mean, it's really easy. Like, I think that is just the nature of these kind of conventions where it's like, VTubers have very specific voices and have very distinct voices. And if you see a group of, you know, if you see a group of girls together, sometimes that means it's just a big group of VTubers. But you just pretend like it doesn't exist. You know, you see it and you're like, ah, yes, just a group of girls enjoying their convention. I was there and I saw the spin. I lost my... Dude, I could not stop laughing. I was like, every single time Yena spun on that stage, I was like... I thought it was so fucking funny. Does that mean you could have watched your performance from the audience? I did watch my performance from the audience. I sat very, very far back to make a quick escape later on. My goal is to break 100 next year. I think you'll be able to do it. Honestly, with the trajectory of how Offkai has been growing, I wouldn't be surprised if next year, like, it's completely sold out. I genuinely would not be surprised. I'm new, but I've had my eye on your channel for a while. You look very strong. Much respect. Thank you so much, Natty. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Someone was going to, but you couldn't finish it out in time, I believe. It's okay. There's always next year. There's always next year. I think next year is gonna go pretty crazy. Just gotta be safe with it, especially with all the stalking stuff that's been happening as of late. Well, actually, like, I personally think, like, it's depending on the community, right? It's depending on, like, what kind of community you fostered. Really funny that I say this, actually, because I was just in a meeting with my manager, and she was telling me that during my meetup, she was like, wow, all the young pups feel very normal. Like, they all touch grass. And I was like, that's crazy to say, first of all. But also, I kind of agree. I feel like young pups are very normal. In, like, a very, you know, complimentary manner. Young pups are very normal. So, like, I think in my case, everyone's very respectful regardless of whether or not you might have seen a figment of my cryptic blur at Offkai or not. But yeah, just as a common rule of fact, I think best case scenario is to just always pretend like they're not there. Ooh, it's just a little hallucination, you know? Oh man. Wait, sorry guys, I'm a little not caught up with I'm a little not caught up with chat. Give me 1 second. I'm reading slowly. The chat does this thing where it keeps like auto updating. So I have to scroll back to figure out where I am. Did you see that one Doki cosplayer who spit in? Yes, I actually was there. I saw it live. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I saw it happen live, dude. That was insane. A lot of VTubers also had rules for if you see them IRL, as long as you follow them, you get... Yeah, exactly. I think, like, best case scenario is to always just assume that no one wants to be recognized and no one wants to be approached. If they do want to be recognized and approached, trust me, they will make it known on their socials. Like, people will always, you know, people will always have, like, posts about, like, their outfits and stuff. And I feel like typically, if they're posting about that, they're okay with being found, you know? Dang, that person sounds a lot like Yena Youngblood. I should tell her someone sounds like her. Wow, you really sound like Yena Youngblood. I have no idea who that is, though. Yena IRL watching Yena VTuber. I'm curious when Yena x Yena fan art will exist. Hey, fan artists, you hear that? You hear that? Knocking heavily on your door. Yena self-cessed. Make it real. I would love to see it. I'm in Yellowstone, so I do in fact touch grass. Good for you. Good for you. Touching grass is healthy. I'm happy for you. We're normies! Yeah, I was like, oh shit, sorry. Got an ad. I was like, that's a pretty crazy thing to say, Staff-san, but you know. I can agree with it. I think young pups are very normie core. I don't know whether to be offended or not. It's normal complimentary, as in like you're very well adjusted. And you guys are very not awkward. Have you seen videos of the road trip crew? I have! I've been watching videos since they've been posting them. I haven't, if you guys have like made a little compilation thing, I haven't seen that, but I did see, I think Scout spilled ketchup in the car and I saw Nebby's crash out. It was very funny. It was really good to meet you at your meet and greet. I planned to mess around and got a lot sappier than I thought, but it was fun. I hope you enjoy our mail. I haven't gotten fan mail yet! I'm planning, there's a staff member who is going to be getting me the fan mail probably by this weekend. So hopefully I'll have it by next week and we can do a fan mail opening stream. But, yeah. I'm excited to see all the fan mail. I'm really excited. I hope I get it soon so I can do a stream on YouTube opening them all. Also, Red Scout, thank you so much for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I make grass into hay for a living. See, there you go. She clocked you right. You do touch grass. Can't touch grass. I ate it all. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. No premium. Not on my Yena account. I don't have premium on this account since it's corpo. I have it on my other account, on my personal one, but not on this one. Does Chroma have a list of cons they're going to attend? Not that I know of. I do know. Can I say this? I don't want to Tom Holland something by accident, or I'm not supposed to say. We're going to another VTuber convention. I won't say which one, but you can make your best judgment from... I'm sure they'll announce it eventually. Did she talk about windshield wiper yet? No, I haven't talked about Offkai basically at all yet. I've just been yapping. I haven't even talked about chroma shift at all, dude. That's like supposed to be the main topic of today's stream. I haven't talked about anything. I've just been yapping with chat, that's it. I regularly take vacations to the middle of nowhere, touch grass unless I'm going up to the mountain. There's usually not a lot of grass there. I mean, touching grass is a figment, you know? Well, not figment, touching grass is a, what's it called? Expression, not a figment, a figment. Touching grass is I can't speak. Touching grass is a figment. A figment, no! Expression, sorry, what the fuck is wrong with me? Can you guys tell that I only had like one meal today? Touching grass is a pigment? This reminds me of the I tested positive for I tested positive for COVID. I mean I tested positive for COVID. I mean You guys know that meme? Someone in here has to know that meme, right? I'm not crazy, I swear. It's a whole video. There's a whole video. Should I ever manage to get to an US meet and greet, I will make it awkward. Okay, Dragonair. Sure thing, sure thing. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you're going to an EU event that also surrounds VTubers anytime in the future. But there may be a meet and greet there too. We'll announce officially once I get more official information. I dropped a hot dog. Oh, dropped a hot dog and I has to clean it. Best of luck, Nevi. Best of luck. I'm just glad there's many VTubers who don't mind being seen. I want nothing more than to walk up to them and say, "Dap me up, homie." Where can you give fan mail? People were able to give fan mail physically at the convention at Offkai. I am not allowed to touch American grass. I am shackled to Canada, regrettably. Are you like banned from America or something? What happened? Happy belated birthday, Yena. Thank you so much, Zendan. I appreciate it. It has been quite a few weeks, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, speaking of birthday, did you guys know that there's limited edition birthday merch available on the Brave Group US store right now? Whoa! Whoa! It's really cool, and it's only gonna be here for a limited time until July 7th! July 6th! If you guys are interested, hold on, is there actually a command for it? Can someone type merch? Does exclamation mark merch work? Merch? Nope, that doesn't work. Birthday? Nope, that doesn't work. Oh, no, it does work! I lied. Oh, sick. Holy crap, limited edition birthday merch for sale featuring our favorite VTuber Yena Youngblood? Yeah, you can get a really cool desk mat, a t-shirt, and a little Young Pup enamel pin to put on your backpack, your yacht hat. You guys are starting up Japanese study sessions? Wait, that's so cute. What the heck? Thank you so much, first Yena Yeater, for the $25 tip. Lost Shore, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys want a membership on YouTube as well, we got some pretty cool stuff happening in the Discord. We have a lot of member streams and stuff like that as well. And we have members game nights that happen pretty frequently and oftentimes also involve tier 2s. But yeah, it's super sick. If you guys are interested in getting more involved in the community or checking out more Yena stuff or checking out more Yum Pup stuff, the community is very cool and everyone's super nice. So if you're interested in that, that is something you can go check out there. Also, my model's a little tiny. I don't know why. Give me 1 second. I just realized this. Let me make myself a little bigger. Oh, there we go. Enamel, like the teeth? No. Enamel pin is, I mean, technically it is the teeth stuff, I think. I don't know what enamel, it's metal. It's metal with like, colored goo. That doesn't sound right. Nope. No, I retract that. It's metal with colored metal. Maybe it's the same thing as teeth enamel? I don't fucking know. I just work here, man. I just work here. I don't freaking know. It's made out of metal, that's all I know. It's okay, we haven't yapped here for a bit, so it's nice. Yeah, we haven't yapped here in a bit, so we're getting all the yap energy out before we start answering questions about the rebrand and stuff. You guys have fun touching grass? I have to go touch concrete. Go on the Sigma Corpo grind set and buy lunch from the local conveni. Good luck, Cox. I appreciate the super chat. I hope you, I can't speak. I wish you much success on that. Sorry, guys. I leave for a weekend. I can't speak English anymore. Chroma Shift. Is that where you turn on sticky keys while using Chrome? Yep. That's exactly what it is. Zenden first, thank you so much for the Infestation. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Welcome to the Infestation. Thank you so much for the membership. Come to CarrierCon next year, please. I hope I can. I want to go to more conventions. I'm a big believer of grassroots networking. Like, I truly think that getting to see people in person and like doing some more like hands-on promotion and stuff like that is like really important for like curating a really strong fan base. So I want to do more conventions. You guys should definitely let You guys should definitely let your local conventions know that you want to come, like you want me to come see. Whoa, sorry. That you want. What? That you come. That you want to. That you want me to come see. No, wait, what? You should tell your local conventions that you want me to come. No, you. Don't. You should tell your local convention that you want me to guest at their convention. There we go. There we go. Yena here now! Get Yena Youngblood in this convention now! Yeah, exactly like that. Send them an email with those exact words. I want Yena now! Oh my god. Amazing work. I heard the Offkai party floor had quite the aroma shift. Yeah, man, it was bad. It was... Like, I never went to the party floor just because I'm kind of claustrophobic in the sense of I don't like being body to body. Probably like my least favorite thing at conventions. I mean, I don't think anyone enjoys being body to body. I mean, unless you're touch starved, I guess. In which case, I don't know if conventions are the place you want to be at because that sounds like a dangerous combination of things. But, yeah, no, every single time I went up to my floor in the hotel, because I stayed at the Marriott, every single time I went up and the room, like, the elevator opened at the 4th floor, I just got like I got like mental damage. Like, it felt like I got Kamehameha, like fucking first row dot at my nostrils, you know? It was so bad when they were not joking. They were not joking about how bad it was. Like, it was so freaking bad. Like, I truly have not smelled a stench so foul that came from a human body. I was like, what? How? How did this happen? Like BO and BBQ? No, it was just like it felt damp. I don't know how else to describe it, but the stench felt damp. I don't know how that works, and it was terrifying, honestly. Like, I don't know how a stench can feel damp, but somehow they achieved that. Yeah, it was pretty gross, dude. Yeah, and they also had like, it was kind of surreal as well, because like you could hear, so they had plastic wrap on the floors of the entire 4th floor. I think it was smart because it was probably trying to avoid like possible drink spills, maybe people who maybe might vomit, you know, stuff like that. Since it was a party floor, it was a very smart idea, but you could just hear the crunch, crunch, crunch of footsteps on plastic. And it felt like a swarm of like cicadas or something. It was just such a surreal experience. I was like, what in the world is happening? This feels like a fever dream, like straight up. But yeah, no, guys, the 4th floor was bad. The thing is, I don't even think deodorant could have saved that floor. I don't even think deodorant could have saved it, because I think it was just the pure concentration of human bodies just in a space that were all sweating. Like, I don't even know if at that point, I don't know if any amount of perfume or deodorant could have saved anyone, you know? Like, you just needed a filter. You just needed a industrial sized filter to like cycle the air in there. It was crazy, dude. It was insane. No, I want pictures of Spider-Man. Yeah, exactly. With that same intonation as well. Today I learned about Yena Youngblood. You have a great voice for media. Very pretty. Your young pups seem pretty great too. This Offkai my first con. Aw! Did you find me from Offkai? I appreciate you coming to check me out. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. If I delete 3 channels at a future con without summon Yena Youngblood. Yeah, guys, if you delete 3 YouTube channels in the bathroom and say, channel deletion, channel deletion, channel deletion 3 times, Yena Youngblood will appear behind you. Oh my god, what was happening on the 4th? So the 4th floor for Offkai was like a dedicated party floor, which honestly, don't think it was a bad idea. Just think they should have limited the amount of people on the party floor. Like, I think there should have been some sort of like ticketed system or something like that, where it's like you got a certain amount of tickets for certain rooms, or like there was only a certain amount of people allowed in at once for like the entire floor or something like that. Like something that made it so it wasn't just like a complete sardine can of people in a hallway. You know what I mean? Like it was a little bit terrifying, honestly. Like every single time the 4th floor opened, like on the elevator, it felt like a little bit like I was getting like proxy claustrophobia from just looking into the crowd. Like an actual wall of stench, it's that bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like when I say it felt like a Fusroda type deal, like I genuinely mean it. It felt every single time the 4th floor opened, I held my breath. Every single time. And I could still feel the heat. That was the worst part. Even if I stopped the smell, I could feel the heat and the moisture. That was the grossest part. I was like, ugh! Terrifying, dude. Only question I really gotta ask, boss, are you okay with me still making the wildfire compilation schedules on Discord? Been re-asking given the whole change. I'm okay with it. Honestly, okay. Before we go into like full chroma shift gear, one thing I think that's the burning question that's kind of on everyone else's mind is also what's happening with wildfire. So, the reason why management switched things up was because, mostly because the branding change and also they want to rechange the dynamics up a little bit. It just happened that Wildfire got really fucking unlucky, being the group that got most recently debuted. And so we ended up getting split up for that reason. I think they're gonna put out like an FAQ type deal later on sometime next week. I've been told that they're working on it and they're just kind of running it through upper management to make sure all the information is correct. So I don't really know too much other than they just want to restructure everything. I kind of am in the same position as you guys where it's like, I just work here. They told me about the restructuring a while ago and I was like, I mean, I personally don't get it, but also I'm not the one who makes the decisions here, so we just roll with the punches, you know? But Wildfire is not dead. Wildfire can still exist as a group. No one's prohibiting us from existing as a group. The only thing that's really changed is that we won't get official, like, company endorsed events or content, which I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we've been doing everything ourselves anyways, so all the events you've seen from Wildfire has been Wildfire headed and Wildfire run, so nothing's really changed on that front. But basically moving forward for like more official events, for concerts, for like generational events, stuff like that, I will be with Outcast, which is with Cersei and Ruby, which I love Cersei and Ruby both, so I am actually really happy to continue working with them and stuff like that. Wildfire is still planning to have weekly collabs. We just don't really know when we're gonna get started with those again because, well, Riki was on hiatus up until today. By the way, welcome back, Riki. Everyone go say welcome back, Riki, from hiatus. Riki was on hiatus until about today. And then Cersei has been going through some health stuff, and she's gonna be going on a mini break over the next couple of weeks. I don't know if she's announced it yet, but she's gonna be going on mini break for the next, I believe, week until like mid-July, I think. Don't know the specifics. I'm sure she'll talk about it later. But since we're a little bit all like sporadically elsewhere right now, I think we're waiting for the dust to settle a little bit before we get back with doing weekly Wildfire collabs. But TLDR, nothing has really changed. We're still really good friends. There's really no like issues within company-wise. Honestly, I'm gonna be for real with y'all. I just work here. The reasoning as to why restructuring happened, I don't even really know. So I'm gonna have to defer you to management for that. But there's, just to like make it very clear, there's like no drama happening behind the scenes or anything like that. That's not the reasoning. I know some people were speculating about that, but that's not the reasoning as to why restructuring happened. It's just more so rebranding. I think they want to change things up as well. But again, more will be said on management's end, I think, through the FAQ happening later on. But yeah, TLDR, kind of got unlucky with Wildfire being debuted and immediately restructured. But Wildfire will always remain Wildfire no matter what. I love my girls, and I love collaborating with my girls, and I love hanging out with my girls, and that won't ever change. As of right now, the only thing that really has changed is official content and official avenues of promotion and stuff for generations, or I guess in this case scenario, units will be coming from what are we called? Outlaws. Sorry, that's gonna take some time getting used to. But Outlaws will be the like technical official generation, but Wildfire still very much so exists as a subunit. So that is the rundown of everything. And just to let you guys know, you know, like this was something that like everyone in the company did agree upon. It was something that like was heavily discussed and heavily considered with both talent dynamics and talent preferences in mind. So if on the outwards end, if it looks like it kind of just came out of nowhere, I do want to reassure you guys that it didn't. We've been talking about this for a hell of a long time. So it's been in the works for quite a while now, and management has been very considerate with our opinions and our preferences and stuff along the way as well, to the best of their ability with the restructuring and all. So do want to reassure you guys, it's not sort of like they just sprung this on us out of nowhere and Wildfire just got killed immediately, you know? Yeah. As for generation start dates, that should have more information coming out soon, but we are not gonna all have the same generation start date. Each generation, quote unquote, is going to have their own, like, I don't exactly know what the etymology of, is that the right way to use that word actually? Etymology? Etymology. Hold on, sorry guys. No. I don't exactly know what the terminology, sorry, yeah, that's the right word I'm trying to use here. I don't exactly know what the terminology for this is going to be, but TLDR, each unit is going to have their own like celebratory day, a anniversary date of sorts, but it's just gonna be a more so dispersed day throughout the year. I think another reason, okay, this is me just like kind of like spitballing here, because again, I am not upper management, so I don't know the exact answers for things, but I think another reason why they want to restructure everything like this is because a lot of people had really close anniversary dates, like Endless, Encore, and Eternals. I think all had like basically anniversaries within 2 months of each other, or like 3 months of each other, something like that. So I think that was another reason why they decided to restructure, because it was really, really tightly compact with one another, and that was unfortunately something that had been decided in previous Idol before Brave Group, so they couldn't really change that, you know? I would find it funnier if they were all the same by spacing them out. Yeah, I believe they're going to be spaced out. I believe Outlaws is currently predicted to be like sometime in, I believe like, I forgot if it was like October or November. I don't remember. But there's going to be more information about that in the hopefully coming few weeks. So currently, all I can really say is keep an eye out for that. But I can reassure you guys that at least with everyone who has stayed and everyone who is involved in this restructuring and whatnot, it has been communicated through and through about like all the stuff that has been happening. But yes, allow me to catch up. So TLDR, if you don't want to listen to all that, nothing's really changed other than officially corporate-backed events will not represent the old generations anymore. We are still free to do our own events. We're still free to celebrate on our own accords. We're still free to acknowledge those, you know, those generations and those groupings. But we won't have corporate-backed things. I saw someone ask if Wildfire would still have anniversary. No. I'm just gonna be completely blunt and forward with you guys. Nah. Any official corporate-backed event is not going to be acknowledged by company anymore. Will we still collab? Yes. Yes, we will. Will we probably celebrate our 1-year anniversary as Wildfire regardless, even if it's not corporate-backed? Most likely. We're probably just gonna do a stream or something, you know? We're probably still gonna celebrate it. Like, but it just won't have corporate backing in terms of support for assets, for production, etc., etc. So that is really the main difference. Sorry, give me 1 second. Turn the light on my room. Hi, not idle ENVT brought Yena Hagblood? Question mark? Yeah, I'm chroma shift now, dude. Watch out, I'm about to shift all over the place. Will you still all make original songs together? No. That is also something I'll be very blunt about. Unless it's somehow crowdfunded, unless it's somehow completely from our own budgets, original songs from Wildfire are not gonna exist anymore. Basically, we have Trailblazer, and that'll still be under Wildfire, technically. But we won't have any, like, actual production backing from company side to produce stuff like that unless we use our own production budget. It's a little bit weird. I can't really go into specifics about it since it's technically NDA, but the TLDR is we have our own budget and then we have corpo-backed budget. Our own budget, we're allowed to do basically whatever we want with it. Making covers, collaborating with other people outside of the company, buying games, whatever you want. It's sort of like you can use this for content however you want to. And then we have a company-backed budget, which is like company-approved events, stuff that we propose to the company through pitch decks and whatnot that may be backed by company, etc., etc. That kind of stuff is kind of off the table for Wildfire now, basically. Our own personal budgets, if we still want to do stuff together as a gen, we are still allowed to. There's no restrictions barring us from like doing stuff together if we want to, but it's gonna be basically completely coordinated, if that makes sense. This sucks. I don't wanna. Can we return it? I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, like, I won't sit here and lie and say that I wasn't sad, you know, when the news came out about this. But I've also had a lot of time to digest about this. Like I said, we've been kind of talking about this and having conversations about this for a pretty long time now. So I think I'm kind of at the stage of I accept what's happening and I am excited to see what happens in the future because I also really love Cersei and I also really love Ruby and I want to see what we can do together as a group as well, you know? But, yeah, man. I'm really sorry, guys. I know it's not super happy news to come back to, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Are there restrictions for collabs outside the company? Technically, no. I mean, there are some restrictions in regards to like, obviously I can't collab with someone who actively does porn. Like, I can't hop onto a collab with someone who like does that for their main content because it's a brand risk. You know what I mean? Damn it. Damn it, it's crazy, bro. Sacrifices are necessary to bring about the hag gen. Yeah, I mean, listen. I hope you guys will stay excited for Outlaws. Regardless if Wildfire was the gen to bring you into Idol Corp or into VTubers, just know that the spirit of Wildfire will still be alive, and we will still all collab with each other, and we will still, we're still really good friends, and we still will have very frequent interactions with each other. Really big thing, the really only big thing that's changing is that we now have a little bit shifted, we have a little bit more shifted budgeting in terms of projects and in terms of more company-backed things. But I do hope that you'll stay excited for Outlaws regardless, because again, I love Cersei. I'm really happy to have been able to be have been able to stay with her. And I also really love Ruby. She's someone who I've gotten really close to over the course of being at this company. And I really relate to on a personal level. We've had a lot of good talks together. So I'm really excited to see what the future holds as well. You know, being able to keep Wildfire alive in spirit and also being able to do more cool projects with Outlaws. So I'm excited. Overall, you know, I think I had a moment where I did feel pretty sad about Wildfire disbanding, but I think since we've had so much time to kind of process, I'm not as upset due to the fact that I really truly believe that Wildfire has very strong bonds and will stay together no matter what. So I'm hopeful for the future. That's basically where I wanted to end that off on. Samantha Pinata, thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate it. I will be looking positively at a new chapter for each of you. Now I'm just waiting for a new chapter of the webcomic on Tumblr. Guys, please, I'm so busy. I'm doing my best. I promise you, I'm doing my best. Just walked in, got punched in the face. I apologize. Missed the start of the info. Did you get to choose your new teammates, or the company chose on any specific criteria? We were asked for feedback. Basically, we were asked for sort of who do we prefer to stay with? You know, what kind of vibe are we going for and stuff like that. And kind of criteria on more so of a branding basis. And then each one of us filled out a form basically saying, you know, our feedback and whatnot, and then the company chose our generations based on that feedback. Did you have to threaten anyone to get to stay with your wife? No, I actually didn't. I mean, I think it's really funny because they really put together a hag gen. When I saw the groupings for the first time, I was like, there's no fucking way. They put all the old people together. That's fucking crazy. But I do think it works out thematic-wise, because we're all kind of more so, how do I say, a bit more edgy. We're a bit more badass type beat, if that makes sense. So I think the grouping does make sense for Outlaws. I've always cared more about individuals than gens anyway, personally. Yeah, I do know that some people are really into gens though. You know, end of the day, I think there's a big part of why people like corporations is because generations feel very fun. You know, generations feel very much so like a family of sorts. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dynamic that goes on between generations, and there's a lot of inside jokes between, you know, people within generations and stuff like that. So I do think that there is a big perk to them, which is why I was a little sad that Wildfire got disbanded. Actually, no, I was pretty sad that Wildfire got disbanded. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've always kept it 100 with y'all, but when I first learned about the news, I was actually really sad. I don't know if it showed on stream at all, but there was a couple weeks where I had a really hard time just being enthusiastic during Wildfire streams. Just because it was kind of looming in the back of my head. But I do think nothing drastic will change. I think nothing drastic will really I guess, come to fruition. End of the day, we still love each other. We're still super tight with each other in terms of like friendship, and we still want to collab with each other. I think that's the biggest part. I think I can only speak for my gen, you know, or I guess my past gen. But like we all still really want to collab with each other. We all still really enjoy working together. And like definitely don't expect to not see Wildfire anymore. End of the day, yeah, end of the day, good night. Really gotta work hard in that name change, dude. I got like 6 different name changes to go with. Chroma Shift, Outlaws. I don't know. I gotta relearn Ruby's name because she's in my gen now. Ruby Runeheart. I'm still excited, just a bit disappointed, but I look forward to watching you grow in the future. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the general sentiment. I actually was talking to management about this because I during the last like talent meeting, I was pretty adamant on like them putting on an FAQ, kind of just like an explanation for everything, a bit more of like a transparency type of deal. And like one of the big reasons why I like had really requested it was because I knew that less so than being mad, I think more people were going to be sad. Because it's disappointing, you know? It's a sad thing to feel like this thing you've gotten so familiar to is now like drastically changing, you know? And I was telling management that like I think having some clarity or some official statement, explanation from an official source would really, really reassure those fans who feel sad or feel kind of lost or feel unsure of things moving forward. You know what I mean? Because I think this change, I think this change is going to warrant anger. I was actually very much so expecting the reaction to be much worse. So, being that the reaction wasn't much worse, I'm actually pleasantly surprised because I was expecting a lot more people to be angry, but I was also expecting, rather than anger, I think a lot of people were just going to be very confused and also very sad. Because it is a big change, you know? It's a big change, especially if you know, see yourself as someone who supports a gen fully, you know? If you see yourself as a Firefly, you have a full fucking name to yourself, you know, you identify yourself as this person who supports this entire gen, and suddenly this gen is gone, you know? So yeah, I'm hoping that the FAQ that they're gonna be putting out next week offers a bit more clarity, at least a bit more than I can give, because honestly, I can only really give what I know, and I don't know a lot, so. Wildfire had a strong 6 months and it was worth it. I agree. I agree. I love Wildfire. I think no matter what, I love my girls. I'll always support them. I'd like to think those peeps will be happy re-identifying as outlaws, etc. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's gonna take some time, but I do think that Outlaws is a very strong group, branding wise. we're the trio that just goons for each other, and then we're all fucking old, and that's it. That's the entire branding, but it works. It freaking works. Fireflies are pretty chill. We can still support y'all even if you aren't an official gen anymore. Exactly. And I think like even if we won't have like big production events and stuff like that, you know, for Wildfire and whatnot, I think we can still do like fun stuff together. Like we can still do like group collabs and stuff like that. We can definitely still do group events and stuff like that. You know, we can still celebrate, you know, our dates, the dates that we debuted and whatnot. So end of the day, I don't think too much changes. It's just a little bit of a more structural change officially. You're completely right, boss. When I first saw the trailer teaser, I was so confused and worried. Yeah, I think that was the general consensus of most people, because like, rather than, I think especially if, you know, they really supported those generations and really like loved those talents, I think people were less so gonna be mad and more so going to be worried. Oh. I don't know what Golden Girls are. What? Sorry, what? Is this some pop culture reference? This is some old ass pop culture reference, dude. American sitcom in 1992, 1985. Holy shit. It's an American TV show with old ladies. Guys, I wasn't even in America when this aired. I wasn't even in America. Guys, I came to America in like 2010. Yena is Bea Arthur coded. I don't know what that means. But thank you. I'm not white, by the way. Just want to make that very clear. But you are an old lady, right? I mean, I'm not gonna confirm or deny that. All I can say is that my age is near 32. The sarcastic wit character. Ah, I see. You're not white? Oh no, not this again! Oh no! B. Arthur? Sorry guys, I'm not Arthur. I can never be Arthur. Here we are. Shit, here we go again. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't personally know anything about this, but I don't even know if the other girls will know anything about this. This is American, right? As cautious as I feel about this, the idea of a unit being organized more by your type makes me more interested to be an outlaw when I wasn't a Firefly because I like a particular type of VTuber. Yeah, I think there is benefit in the restructuring of like branding purposes. You know what I mean? Because I do feel like, okay, so Outlaws was a name that we as a group chose, and I actually think we kind of cooked on it because the idea for Outlaws, so we had a few different, okay, actually, you know what? Hold on, I need to go back to our chat. We had a couple of different name ideas for this. Where is our chat? Oh my god, I have so many fucking DMs. Okay, let me just search. I just search Ruby. Ah, here it is. Waka Plonka over. No, guys, these are actually really good. These are actually really good. You guys have to understand. I actually thought we cooked with these. So we had we originally were thinking bandits, but we scrapped the idea because it sounded too much like fandits. We had All Out. You literally thought Waka Plonka was a good name? I thought it was a great name. What are you talking about? It is a good name. But it was a good name in a comedic sense. Like, this is like a good name in terms of like actual sense. Yeah, we had All Out, and then there was supposed to be like a colon in between all and out. Funnily enough, we also had Rebel. Like, the same way that Rebel is spelled right now. It's so funny, because we have the timestamps of like when we sent this, right? And we sent this to one of our lead managers, and she was like, Rebel just locked in their name. Oh, so we can't go with that one. And I was like, oh, it's okay. It was like low on our list anyways. But it was so funny. We were like, what? No freaking way. That's crazy. Yena's trying to name it. We're so good. Hey, listen. I think I got some pretty original names. Like, Hi Yena. Come on, guys. How original is Hi Yena? Yeah, we had Scarlet, except the A in Scar was an X. But then we were like, oh, that doesn't really fit Cersei because she doesn't really have any red in her. I guess she kind of has red in her color scheme. She has her bandana. we oh yeah, this is something, I think this is one that Ruby recommended. She said we had recommended bitch, bitch, born in total control. And then we were trying to figure out H when we were like, no guys, we can't have bitch as our fucking gen name. That's not okay. We can't have bitch as our fucking gen name. Oh my god. So funny, dude. We had, wait, this one was really funny. We had rising, except the Z, the S was turned into a Z. So we were gonna be called Rising, and then the fan name was gonna be called Rizzers. Oh my god. Guys, we're so good at naming. We're so good at naming. We also had Revolt, like Revolution, Revolt, but we thought that was too close to Voltail, so we decided to not do that. We missed a golden opportunity. I know. Yeah, I think the names are pretty good. Not gonna lie. Ruby also suggested War, W-A-R, we are rebels. But since the other group went rebel, we decided to not go with the rebel theming. What is the outlaw fan name? No idea. I suggested comedically lawyers. I'm a lawyer. And then you guys can go to your parents, be like, Mom, Dad, I'm a lawyer. And then they'll be like, oh my god, congrats. Can we be called in-laws? That's fucking hilarious, dude. You could have started collabs like, what up, bitches? What a missed opportunity. Go, no, guys, you don't understand. We can't name ourselves bitches. We can't name ourselves bitch. That just doesn't work. Also, thank you, Takeru, for the $5 super. I appreciate it. Outlets? Like shopping outlets? Or like wall plug outlets? New fan name, legal counsel. I'm not breaking you out of jail, boss. In-laws is pretty funny. In-laws is pretty fucking funny. I'll have to discuss with the girls to see if we can make that our official fan name. Outlet would be a little outlaw, like how goblet is a little goblet. I don't think that's how English works. But that's really fucking funny. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry if I'm responsible for being branded as an in-law. Misfits would work too. Misfits would work. But it doesn't really correlate at all with the term outlaws. You know what I mean? I guess it kind of does in a thematic way, but the law's mascot can be a tiny sow good. That's crazy. That's insane. Just a tiny guy in a suit. Chat's creative as I don't even know what. Dude, chat is so creative. I gotta get you guys on the naming stream for when we start naming stuff. English can be whatever I want, Yena. I mean, you're right. It is just a made-up language like every other language. We're wanted, dead or alive. Ooh! that's pretty good too. The mascot should be a rock? Wait, why? Why a rock? Sorry. Drinking some water. If it's Yena and her 2 wives, in-laws makes so much sense. I will have to confer with the girls. I will ask them about I will ask them about how they feel about in-laws. That's so fucking funny, dude. I will consult the council. I will consult the council of wives. I will ask them about their opinion. In-laws is ODAF? What is ODAF? Overdose? Matthew, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. They're allowed an opinion? Yeah, this isn't the 1800s, luckily. Overdosed? Is that new slang? This is overdosed as fuck? I sound so old. Guys, this time I'm really gonna do it. Overdosed as fuck? This time I'm really gonna do it. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Congratulations, Trickster. What did Trickster say? Consult the council. Did Trickster say something else? Why are you saying congrats? Did I miss a message? I think I missed a message here. Trickster... Oh, hi Yena, welcome back. I just got hired. I'm starting my first job. What? Congratulations! Oh my god, that's awesome! Congrats on getting your first job, dude! Congratulations! That's awesome. Let me get the camera first. New slang, don't tell her, chat. You can't be old, that would make me ancient. Dude, I hate you. I can't stop saying this time. I'm really gonna do it. Dude, I said it so much at Offkai. You might see some other streamers say it at this point. Because I've been spreading the mantra, dude. It was so funny. I crashed out 3 times on Friday. And then there was a party that was on a rooftop that I went to. And I saw my manager there. And I was looking at my manager. I looked at my manager. I looked at like the edge of the rooftop. And I was like, this time I'm really gonna do it. This time I'm really gonna do it. I crashed out 3 times that night, dude. I was so fucking done. Do we get an Outlaws anniversary and then also a Wildfire anniversary? You know what? How about we do this? Hold on, guys. There's a really cool thing we can do. Ask me questions. Here, what do you ask me questions about Chroma Shift? And then will you ask me questions about Offkai? Oh, it starts a whole fucking new chat. That's crazy. Wait, what? Where are the questions? Questions. Oh. Oh! Are you a hyena? Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the first question in this Q&A. It's just, are you a hyena? Can we call it the Shift Show? That's a bit of a mouthful to say, but I mean, you can call it whatever you want. Actually, I might be taking over Chroma Alert. Kai's getting Offkai'd, as you guys all know. And I actually asked if I could take over Chroma Alert for her. And it seems like right now there's no one putting their name in the hat for taking it over. So I might be the person taking it over for Miss Kai. How do you like the name Chroma Shift? It's a name. I think it's cute, but I think it's long. I like the meaning behind it because it's a chromatic shift. Like, it is the idea of like colors, you know? I think the meaning behind it makes a lot of sense. But I think it's a little long. How much did you chroma shift your pants when you heard of the gen shift? Oh my god. My pants were so soiled. I chroma shifted so hard. It's crazy. So you're not an idol anymore? I mean, honestly, I'm not an idol in terms of the name anymore, but idol has never really been idol. You know what I mean? Idol has never really embodied idol energy. Like, I would say out of like most of the companies out there, we're leaning on like the least idol. Coincidentally. How is it like being part of a new group? I mean, honestly, not much has changed. I mean, I still talk to Wildfire. Same as always. I just have some new projects with the new group now. So, not much has changed. Is the Yak sagging heavy? The Yak do be sagging heavy. Yes, sir. Chroma spit? Sure? If you want? Are you paying for it? Guys, I'm doing it. This time I'm really gonna do it. Why are they yelling at us at the end? Wait, what do you mean? Will we get Yusei Fudo to say it's time to chroma shift gears every company announcement? Who's the voice actor for Yusei Fudo? Can we get him on Cameo to say it's time to chroma shift gears? Yusei Fudo voice actor. Greg Abbey. Greg Abbey, do you do Cameo? No, I don't think he does Cameo. It's so cooked, dude. Guys, how am I gonna get Yusei Fudo to say it's time to chroma shift gears now? Do we get 2 Christmases? No, you still only get 1 Christmas. Just because you have 2 moms doesn't mean you get 2 Christmases. We all live together in one happy big family. That's what we're called in-laws. If you could choose the name, what would it be? Honestly, I feel like we could have kept Idol and then just tacked on a different name at the end of it. I had a really funny suggestion of, you know how Idol is all lowercase? I don't think anyone acknowledged this. I don't think anyone took this suggestion seriously, but I was saying that instead of it being all lowercase, we should just make it all uppercase. So instead of idol, it's idol! Yeah, we should just call it idol 2, guys. Is some Yena lore going to be retconned because of the rebrand? Saw someone mentioned it. Not really. I mean, all the Yena lore that I release in terms of like my music video, my webcomic, etc., it's all lore from pre-company, technically. It's like lore from pre-Yena as streamer Yena, if that makes sense. I made it this way specifically so that I would be able to adjust and retcon as I went, depending on how I wanted to change it up and stuff like that. So no lore is gonna be changed. How many shaft jokes are you gonna make? She chroma on my shift till I... Well, we still get funny dad jokes. Yes, probably too many, honestly. Have you thought of any project you want to do as the Outlaws? Actually, we already have a project ongoing. I'm actually... One of my recording days in my incredibly busy schedule for the next however so many weeks is actually for recording a trio cover that we're gonna be working on of a very specifically iconic song from Cat's Eye. Feel free to ignore this not read on stream. My question is, are you worried about girls leaving? I mean, end of the day, I think I will always be worried about my fellow talents, because we're all going through the same thing, and I understand that everyone handles change and I guess, like, new changes. Sorry, that's basically the same thing. Everyone handles change differently, you know? And I'm always worried because, like, I feel like I'm someone who is able to take a lot of stress and not falter. But I understand that I'm a pretty big outlier in that. But end of the day, I also think that all the girls should do what's best for them. So as much as I don't want people to leave and I want people to stay, and I hope to continue working with these people for a long time to come, everyone handles change differently. Everyone handles stress differently. Everyone handles new expectations differently. Because with the rebrand also comes a lot of more structured policy, to which some really enjoy. Like me, I really enjoy structured policy. I really enjoy rules. I really enjoy processes. I really enjoy good communication pipelines. But not everyone is as accustomed to these sort of changes, you know? And it can be a lot of stress sometimes, and not everyone was ready for that degree of stress. Because as you guys know, like, pre-Brave, Idol was very loosey-goosey, you know? Idol was very much so like, you know, everyone has independence freedom, you know, like approvals are very easy, lax, and stuff like that. And a lot has changed since coming into Brave. And for a lot of girls who left during the merger, that was a big reason as to why they left, you know? It's just different expectations. It's different expectations, a different environment to work in, and not everyone enjoys that. So end of the day, I think, although yes, I am worried about people leaving, I am worried about, you know, people not enjoying their time here, I do also think that if they do end up making that decision, it is usually what's best for them, and I want them to be happy, you know? So yeah, the short answer is yes. I'm always sad when girls leave, you know? I wish I had more time to spend with Kai. I wish I had, you know, more time to spend with Nikki. But end of the day, it's not my decision to make, you know? I can only hope the best for everyone. Exactly. Are you white? That's a crazy question to follow up on this. What about Connie? I never actually interacted with Connie too much, so I never got a super big chance to talk with her. I'm sure she's a very sweet girl, but I didn't get a chance to collab with her much. Did you Offkai yourself? Was someone else hired to do it? Someone else was hired to do it, unfortunately. I would have done it myself if I could. I'll forever remember that. I'll forever remember Kai for that one interaction with you about who will be on top. Oh man. Yeah, Connie, I haven't had a chance to really interact with too much, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I don't think I will have a chance to interact with her much after the graduations, but I wish her the best as well. This time, are you really gonna do it? This time, I'm really gonna do it. Real question is more of a statement about potential fan name for outlaws being Brigands? What is Brigands? Brigades? Roughly about how much do you think you spent on Yena merch at Offkai? You're gonna have to watch the video to find out. I can't give you the spoils of my challenge. You probably don't even know what the challenge was. It was I did a can I find over $200 worth of Youngblood merch at Offkai under 2 hours challenge. So you're gonna have to watch the video to find out. Can I join Idol as a VTuber? I mean, you can join Idol as a VTuber because it's not Idol anymore. You could make Idol Corp right now. You could steal the name. Actually, don't do that. I don't know what the logistics legally of that is. Brigand is the singular of brigade. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. The journals you two made together. Yeah, Kai and I had like, I don't know. Kai and I had a bit of a special relationship as well because, wow, that makes it sound like we were like kissing each other behind the scenes. No, nothing like that. But like, Kai and I had hung out when I was still pre-debut, and we had a really nice heart-to-heart and stuff like that when we were hanging out. They were roommates. No. We did not kiss. We're not close like that. But Kai and I had a pretty close heart-to-heart back before I was debuted, when she visited for AX. But yeah, man. I think I'm the most sad about Kai leaving just because she was also one of the first people I saw when I came into Idol, and like she was one of the people that like kind of inspired me to apply for Idol. So it's a little sad, specifically with Kai in general. But again, you know, I truly wish the best for all of them, and I hope that they succeed no matter what. Since you switched models in a collab after the Rebrand to Chroma ship, will that be a recurring gimmick in future collabs? Because that'd be so funny. I mean, I don't know if management would allow me to do this, but I could run Idol Alert as Kai. I have her model, and she has given me permission to use it, so... Do a Kai impression right now? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I feel like Kai is just like kind of like me, silly guy, but a little bit more like bottom energy. You know what I mean? Kai gave her permission to use her bot. Don't say it like that. Yena. Yeah, we can keep her alive through dark magics, exactly. Are you really gonna do it this time? Yeah, this time I'm really gonna do it. Did you all notice that the new logo, while cool, is reminiscent of the Scooby-Doo logo with the CS in the middle instead of SD? Really? Scooby-Doo logo. Oh, a little bit. I can see it. It's similar. It's similar in shape, not in execution, I would say. Also, Nekomyra, thank you so much for the 5 months of Yumpa Plus. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Can you guys hear Lisa, by the way? I don't know what she's doing over there. It sounds like she's losing it, though. I don't know what she's doing over there, but it sounds like sounds like she's losing it, dude. Amazing work. Why exactly did the name change happen? There should be more information about this later on, but TLDR, the rebrand has been in the works for a really, really long time. Like, almost basically the entirety of which after we debuted. So the rebrand was going to happen regardless. It just happened really, really late after the acquisition. She's having a karaoke of all time. Ah, I see. Almost a year or more now. I think almost about a year, yeah. I can't remember when the acquisition happened, but I know I was still pre-debut when it happened. But yeah, it's been in the works for a really long time. Honestly, like, I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. I don't even know why it's taken this long, because I don't see the internal workings of all the stuff that happens behind the scenes in like upper management and whatnot. So I just work here, guys. How does a person become as cool as you? I don't know, go through a lot of trauma? That's all I got for you, man. Can you do some more dad jokes? Can you do more dad jokes than Roka? I don't know. Roka's pretty up there with puns. I do think I do have quite a few dad jokes on my stream, though. Make sure not to chroma shift plus delete your channel again. Thanks, guys. I'm glad I have a whole new joke running on this end. Can I get you to rickroll us again? Please? For fun? You guys want to get rickrolled? That's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. So can I join Idol now? I mean, like, if you want to. Just, like, don't copy it exactly one for one. I don't know if there's legal, you know. I don't know if there's a legal thing there. Will Chroma Shift release acrylic stands of new key visuals? I think so? I think so? Also not super sure about that. I know there was some talk about releasing new key merch, but I don't know what art that's happening with and if that's happening even anytime soon. There definitely will be new key merch because all the previous merchandise has copyright Idol Corp on it, which we can't continue selling. But I just don't know when it's gonna happen. Do you think you could convince the person running the Chroma Shift Twitter account to change the PFP to you for a day for the gag infestation? Okay, I think it would have to be on a specific day where everyone changed their profile pictures to Yena Youngblood. We would have to, like, make it a thing. You know what I mean? Like, we would have to make it an actual thing of, like, this would be a coordinated effort between everyone. Also, Weebman. Oh, sorry. Weeb Mask Man. Sorry. Weebman. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Bussy-san? Who's Bussy-san? Huh? Who the frick is I'm sorry? Excuse me? Who is Bussy-san? Is this a new staff member I don't know about? I'll be honest, I was so confused by the free Chroma Shift bag and I found out what it was. Yep, it's a reskinned idol. Welcome in. The social media guy? You call him Bussy-san? Oh, because of Chroma Shift Bus. Oh. I was told, by the way, that apparently that's not the permanent handle. They're trying to get the username from the Chroma Shift guy that's currently on Twitter. I just don't know. I just don't know if they can actually get it. So right now it's gonna stay Chroma Shift Bus. Can the real Bussy-san please stand? That's a crazy fucking name, dude. Bussy-san? You guys called social media? You guys called social media guy Bussy-san? And they're okay with it? Amazing work, dude. That's amazing work. Wow. Truly. That's truly something. Also, hi Yena. Thanks for the lewd sticker at Offkai. Putting it on my rear window wiper. No! Don't you fucking dare! Oh my god, dude. Mythic, you fucking... That mythic edit is gonna stay with me forever. I cannot escape that image, dude. I cannot escape that image. It's so cooked. Please do it and send me screenshots. Oh man, guys, it's so cooked. It's so cooked. Can we know the possible names that were not children? Children? Sorry, whoa, what the fuck? Excuse me. Can you show us the possible names that were not chosen? I actually don't know what names they had in mind for the rebranding. I know there was like a whole whatchamacallit, like a Google Docs of a bunch of different hypothesized names for the rebranding, but I don't know if I'm allowed to share those just because technically I think that's NDA. I'm pretty sure that's NDA. Do we know how future gens will work? Will they be added to pre-existing subunits or released as smaller themed groups at current subunits or something else? So the new units that have been released are effectively acting as generations. Each new unit will have a celebratory day that they choose as basically their anniversary, but basically, all the new units are new gens. The previous generations are being dissolved. They are basically no longer going to be acknowledged by company side as existing generations. Instead, the new ones will be acknowledged as the existing new generations. But we are still allowed to form subunits that are unofficial and have unofficial collaborations on our own accord. So Wildfire is still technically a thing. Oh, Kose, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Google Docky? Yeah, Google Docky. Google Docky of all the unused names from Chroma Shift Rebrand. But thank you so much, Kose, for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Why did it gift me? Wait, did it actually? Oh my god! Wait, that's so funny! I've never seen that happen before. You sniped yourself. That's amazing. So future gens likely 3 from here on out? I think so? That's a question for management. That's a question that I do not know. Does that mean there won't be any added after these? Like any additional gens added after these? That I don't know. I know at one point they were considering opening up auditions for a, I guess, technical 4th gen after Wildfire. But I think a lot of us were like, maybe let's solidify the company first before we open up auditions. And they were like, yeah, you know what, you're right. So we didn't end up opening up auditions. But I think there will be more gens. I'm not sure. Who knows, guys? Maybe I'll never be able to be I'll never be able to be a senpai. Oh man, that'd be hilarious. Eternal kohai, never senpai. I just noticed Last Laugh playing. Yeah, it's the lo-fi version. Lo-fi version playing in the background. If you were getting a re-debut outfit for Chroma Shift, what outfit / aesthetic would you want? Ooh, I'm not really sure. Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe... Oh, I don't know. Maybe something traditional? I think something traditional would be cool. Like something a little bit more... Like maybe something a little bit more like Hanfu-ish? I don't know. I think something to hone in the fact that I'm Asian would be cool. Beat the white woman allegations. But it doesn't really fit Outlaws, huh? Maybe a cowboy outfit? Cowboy outfit would be cool. You get no kohais. You will always be at the bottom of the food chain. It's okay. I'm used to it. Yena senpai just sounds uncanny. Why? Do you guys not think it can be a senpai? Do you guys not think it can be a senpai? Oh, huh? Wait, hold up. What is this? What is this? Why am I being clocked as some, like... Why am I being clocked as an underclassman right now? You're not white? No. No, guys, I'm not. Yenasian white blood, the hyena, that's not my name. That's not my name, guys, please. I thought you were gonna say beat the white woman out of— that's crazy. That's insane. Cowboy outfit, the whitest of white things. No, you're right. You're right. That is a very white thing. Yakuza would be cool. Yakuza would be cool. Ooh, Yakuza would be cool. Does Yena Youngblood, the character, have a nationality and lore? I mean, I'd like to think that she's Asian. Because I'd like to think that, like, if I were to cosplay her, it would be the right ethnicity, you know? You're old enough to be senpai by default? Damn, I'm just being clocked left and right, dude. What did I do to deserve this? Yena is at the same time a hag and the youngest one in the group. I mean, I'm the youngest one in the company by terms of debut order, if you really think about it. Daisy is the oldest in Wildfire. I'm actually the youngest in the company, if you really think about it, because I debuted last. Gyaru and Hanafuda. Ooh, a Hanafuda. What would be your back tattoo as a Yakuza? I mean, I feel like it has to be a hyena, right? Like... Yena is the youngest child. I am the youngest child, yep. I am the youngest child. Will any of the idol merch go away? Technically, yes. So all the existing idol merch is going to be going away because it has the idol copyright on it. And then the merchandise that's going to be released under Chroma will be different. Ooh, mythical creature would be cool too. That would be sick. So the young and Yena Youngblood wasn't ironic. I mean, if you really think about it in terms of debut order, I am technically the youngest person in Idol. Would you recommend taking out a loan to buy all of your merchandise? Absolutely not. No. There's gonna be more merchandise to come. If you don't have the money now, you'll have the money later. Can you put together a collab of Chroma Girls to play Chroma Shift? It's a team puzzle game on Steam. What? It is? Hold on, I didn't know this. Chroma Shift. Chroma Shift is a cooperative side-scrolling puzzle game where the players utilize colors throughout the environment to solve oh, interesting. The reviews are mixed, though. It's also 12 whole bucks. Holy crap. So the Brave Group merch of Yena's birthday will disappear on July 6th? Yes. Well, that's already a limited edition merchandise drop. So that's just not coming back, period. If you don't get it by the 6th of July, it will be gone forever. Already got an official game? Nice. I'm pretty sure this game came out way before. This game came out in 2018. It's a 4-player game, though, it seems. Is it 4-player? I actually can't tell. Oh, interesting. I mean, I've never seen this game before, but I can check it out. With the rebrand and chroma shift, will you make not safe for work content? No. Guys, when have I ever made not safe for work content? Do I give off the vibes? I've literally never, what? Guys, we're a corporation. I need to be brand safe for the most part. No, I'm not making not safe for work content. Never have, never will. Damn, all the people saying yes in here, you guys don't watch me. You guys obviously don't watch me. Posers. Posers in the chat. The fan-made wiper decal wasn't on brand. Okay, it was pretty funny. I will give it that. I think it is pretty funny. The way that it got memed. But I don't think that's my content, guys. But no, I don't do not safe for work content. Please don't enforce it on me. I don't want to do it. I don't plan to do it. It's not allowed? Question mark? Guys, I'm in a corporation. This is this is the last question to ask a corpo VTuber who's in a corporation from Japan, of all places. Are you saying my Yena idol standing will be worth millions? I can't say it'll be worth millions, but it will technically be limited edition merch after it's gone from the site. Will the regular voice pack collection stay up? Yes, I think that'll stay up with just changes to the image. It can be weird non-safe for work content. I mean, like, if you mean non-safe for work as in, like, I say cock and balls sometimes on the stream, then by that definition, I guess I am technically a not safe for work creator. But by the definition of not safe for work as in I do lewd content, no, I've never done lewd content, guys. I've never once done lewd content. I make the occasional funny cock joke on stream and on Twitter, but like, I don't do lewd content. I've never done lewd content. I don't know where this impression of me comes from. Y'all are crazy. Alright, I think that is all the chroma shift questions. So I'll go ahead and end this Q&A. My yawk sags heavy. Okay, that's honey. That's funny, haha. That's funny, haha. Okay. Yena makes not safe for work content, not safe because my boss would ask me why I'm watching anime girls instead of working. Yeah, if you frame it that way, I mean technically all VTubers are not safe for work creators, am I right? The wiper memes back to differ. That wasn't even me! That wasn't even me! I didn't make that post! Guys, I'm being framed! I'm being framed! Mythic is framing me! You know, if you want to check out not safe for work content, can I recommend you Mythic Arts in the chat right now? He's a very cool not safe for work creator that does very nice not safe for work art. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, it's not me, guys. It's not me. It's Mythic Arts. Go over there. Oh my god. Sounds like we need a lawyer here. Anyways, okay. Ask me questions about Offkai. How do I do this? Start poll. No, that's not it. Start Q&A. Alright, now we're moving over to Offkai. In all seriousness, what is your comfort levels on non-safe for work fan art? I am fine with fan art. I am fine with fan art. I do not care. In fact, I quite enjoy it. I think it's very fun to see. However, I myself am not a not safe for work creator. In fact, I personally believe there should be more not safe for work Yena fan art in the Yena not safe for work tag because it's being taken over by bots. I don't know why. I checked before I debuted and there was nothing in it. There was nothing in Youngblood. And then after I debuted, all the bots took it over, and now there's just a bunch of actual porn bots in there, and I'm just like, why? Oh, god damn it. Yeah. It's a little sad because I feel like I can't check the tags now because I just get a face full of IRL cock in my face, you know, from one of those porn bots. Now I just don't check the tag anymore. Yeah, the bots saw people posting in it with the tag and copied it. Yeah, I know, it's so annoying, dude. I've blocked every single one. Cause like obviously I don't want to see it in my tags, right? But it still gets there sometimes. Well, luckily there doesn't seem to be any new ones. I'm checking right now. Oh! Someone got some self-indulgent Yena not safe for work art. I was like, who is this? Amazing work. You know what? That's what I'm saying, guys. Live your life. Live your life. I'm not your mom. Unless you want fan art of me being your mom. I don't know. Do whatever you want. As long as you're tagging stuff in the right tags, you can do whatever you want. That's horrible. No one wants IRL cock. I know, right? No one wants to see that. We only want to see 2D cock. You'd be a cool mom? I think I'd be a cool mom. I think I'd be a very strict mom. I'd had very high expectations for my child. Alright, where is this? Ask me questions about Offkai. We gotta reclaim your not safe for work tag. I mean, I've just blocked every single porn bot in efforts to clear it out, you know? But yeah, I don't check it as often anymore because I don't want to see porn bots, man. I just got back. What is this conversation? We're talking about my not safe for work tag and how it's been overrun by actual people, like real humans. Yena, I don't want to go to piano practice today. Well, that's too damn bad. If you don't get an A on your exam, don't come home. Who is the smelliest person you walked past? I mean, I can't really put a name to the person that was smelliest that I walked past, but I did walk past a group in Artist Alley where I was like, oh, that is BO. Like, that is absolutely BO. I didn't take a look or anything because I was like, I just kept on my day. But please use deodorant, guys. I can smell it and I do not want to. A generation of chatters just felt ice run up their spine with that A+ comment. Oh yeah, here's another one for you. Here's a 吃饭啦! 快上来吃饭啦! May I ask what BO is? It's body odor. Body odor. The only odor at the wait, I only what? I only gelot? What is gelot? I heard Phase booth was bad. Everything else was well ventilated. I mean, like the convention center itself is actually pretty big, so there was a lot of space for air to move around in. It was really just the artist alley that had pockets of bad smells, and then the party floor. But the party floor permeated. I think that's one thing that people didn't talk about. It permeated to like the 2 floors above and below it. Like so the staff floor was floor 3, and that was like where a lot of people went for staff concerns or for staff assistance and stuff like that. And that floor was right below the party floor. And it was bad. I could smell it a little bit from there too. I've never gone to a con where it smells as bad as what I think it smells like at Offkai. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been to conventions in like early 2010s. And that was when cons didn't really have too much of a rule set when it came to body odor and stuff yet, if that makes sense. Like, everyone could smell it being bad. But, it just... How do I explain this? Like, no one really talked about body odor, so it just smelled bad. And I would say Offkai smelled almost as bad comparatively to the early 2010s days when BO was not discussed. But I think the reason isn't really because people didn't shower or didn't use deodorant. I think it was just because the party floor was just way too saturated with zero ventilation. It was, I think even if every single person in that room showered, I think there still would have been smells. I think the party floor was hella humid, but I came at the last hour. I can't imagine the smell when it was jam-packed. It was bad. It was really bad. The times that I had it open up to that floor was like probably the height of when it was popping. Because usually I would go back to my room to rest before going out for night activities, but usually that was also when the party floors was like really, really going at it. And the few times in which it opened up while I was in the elevator was very bad. It was super stinky. Have you heard about the guy who sold out all of the Miku deodorant he made for the con? Huh? Someone made deodorant? Like, physically concocted it themselves? Or like just relabeled pre-existing deodorant? That's crazy. May, hello! Welcome in, May. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, May. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everyone. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Yena. I am from Chroma Shift. I'm the big bad hyena from Chroma Shift. It's gonna take some time getting used to saying. We recently just rebranded, and today we're talking about the rebranding in Offkai. But thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. What are you guys up to? It was called Don't Make Miku Cry. That's fucking hilarious. Can you guys make deodorant of Yena Youngblood next year? And call it like... call it like Yena Musk to cover up your musk. Name being workshopped. Name being workshopped. Smells like Mayflowers. Smells like Mayflowers. I smell Mayflowers. Hello. Welcome in. Let me mod you real quick. Give me 1 second. Go over here. Add as mod. Here we go. I was usually out late, so I checked the party floor and it was dead. I mean, most of the parties, I think, ended around 1 a.m., I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you feeling better from con crud? Yeah, so much better. I know you can still kind of hear to my voice a little bit, but I'm definitely feeling better. Like, I don't have as much of a headache anymore. Still kind of had to take some Advil to get through today, but hopefully after a good night's of rest today, I will be all good tomorrow. I would kill for Miku deodorant. Don't look at my PFP. I can't even tell what it is from the tiny little dot that's on my screen, so. Yena Youngblood from hit Steam game Chroma Shipped. Yeah, with mixed reviews. Released in 2018. That's me. That requires you to wear deodorant, Yena? Hey, I do wear deodorant. Does it help with the sweating? Not really. But I do wear deodorant. What scent should it be? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. And whatever deodorant scent you can find, I guess. I mean, like, I'm not picky. An Old Spice smell. Ooh, yeah, an Old Spice smell. I think just calling it Young Musk would make it sell out. The implications of that naming feels a little bit dangerous. Musk sounds like a great name. It sure do. I'm sure everyone would love to wear a deodorant that has the name Musk in it. Are you posting this BGM version of Last Laugh anywhere? Maybe I'll post it on YouTube at some point. Have no plans right now, but I will definitely ask management about it. They were supposed to end at 12? Oh, really? Wow. Early partiers. Most parties were ending at midnight. Honestly, I prefer it that way. I come from the days of convention going where people ended at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Oh my god. I can't do it anymore, man. I can't. I need to be in bed by 1 a.m. or else I'm cooked the next day. Do you have post-con depression? I've been going to conventions often enough that I don't really get post-con depression anymore. It's not as novel as an experience for me as it is for some other people who are going to conventions for like the first time, if that makes sense. Like for me, like it's just another con, you know? Just pungent Axe body spray reskinning. I think that works out pretty well, actually. I actually think that's pretty good. Carla, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. Why did something happen? Wait, what happened? Huh? What happened? A lot of parties moved outside to the park after midnight. Damn, outside? It was cold as fuck, dude. I remember like, I think it was Friday night. It was freezing outside. Like there was a rooftop party that I was invited to that I went for a while. And I just remember Hiyori was fucking dying, dude. She still had like her day clothes on. Like I luckily got to grab a jacket. I got to grab a jacket before the party. But Hiyori was still in like shorts and short sleeves and I was like, girl, you're gonna freeze. And freeze she did. Every single time there was a big gust of wind while we were in line to like get inside, I was like, don't worry, princess. Daddy will protect you from the wind. Just keep going to conventions, don't stop. Now that's really expensive. But if you have the money to do so, why not, you know? She's played these games before? Yeah, I've played these games before. I've played these games before! It's been a while since I've gone to a convention I wanted to go to, and I had post-con depresso for the first time in 15 years. Oh, really? Aw, that's someone sweet. What, no full night parties? Nah, man, I can't do that anymore. My body can't handle that shit. I can barely stay out till like 2 a.m. these days. I gotta be back by 1 and in bed, or else I will die the next day. At some point, post-con depression just becomes being tired. Yeah, no, I think I was just exhausted from Offkai. I think I was just tired. I have stuff happening next week too, so... My socialization arc is not over yet. Still have a lot of socializing to do these next couple of weeks. I'm honestly so good conventions are really rare. I've been to Comic-Con twice. It was tiny, both tiny venue size-wise. Yeah, I mean, I think big cons have their own appeal, but I personally like smaller cons like Offkai. Like, Anime Expo, don't ever go to Anime Expo for your first con. Just don't. It's so overwhelming. It's line con like half of the time, and you'll probably be able to do like maybe 3 things a day. And then there's also like no food in the area. You have to like go out of downtown LA area for food. I'm gonna be honest, I definitely got post-con depression. I miss my homies. Okay, I think it's a bit different for you guys, because you guys did a whole road trip together and you like met friends that you hadn't met for the first time and got to bond and stuff like that. That's a bit of a different experience. The first time I was able to do that with my friends at a convention, I also got post-con depression, so. California weather was nice compared to the air fryer that is Texas. I mean, that's valid. It's pretty bad elsewhere right now in terms of heat. The rooftop party was rough, but Saturday and Sunday weren't as bad as night. Oh, really? Okay. I wasn't really out Saturday, Sunday. I was, what was I doing on Sunday? Sunday I went to a barbecue. Saturday I went karaokeing and destroyed my voice. Daddy Yena will protect you. I felt that very tired, especially during the oh my god, dude. I need like Hiyori here to like back me up on how dead I was on the Monday after the convention. Like, I straight up looked like a zombie. It was really bad. Hiyori, every time Hiyori looked at me, she was like, "I'm so sorry," because like she was my ride back home, and I was tagging along with her for her activities for the day before like we made the drive back to our area. And she looked at me like every 15 minutes and was like, "I'm sorry, Yena." I'm like, "It's okay. I'll survive." Literally just dragging myself along. I saw so many of my oompies posting about it and got so jealous of the merch they got. Yeah, amazing fan merch selection at Offkai, actually. I saw so many indies and so many small corpos get fan merch. Like, that typically has never happened before, you know? Pretty awesome on that front. Anyone who was going to Offkai and is going to AX is insane, TBH. I met so many cool young pups at Offkai and I missed them all. I'll definitely try attending next year. Yeah, please do. I hope I'll actually be an official guest next year, so. Offkai is considered small. I would say Offkai is considered on the small end. Especially if you think about like Fanime's typical attendance is like around 25,000. And an AX has an attendance of sometimes over 150 to 200,000. So if you think about it in that regard, Yeah, I would say Offkai is small. Why did IdleCorp change its name, by the way? You can watch this entire VOD to find out why. We already talked about it. I'm sure someone will leave timestamps below as to the reasonings I gave, but I've talked about it extensively in this VOD, so if you want to go back and check it out after stream, it is all there. Were you there like 2017 Day Zero and badge were badge things? Yes, I was there, and I didn't get I specifically remember because I didn't get a badge at that convention since I had a artist alley friend who had an extra one for me, so I didn't have to stand in line for it. But I was there that year, and it was terrible. I think like that was the year that that was the year that LineCon got coined. AX LineCon. My gremlin of a dog is lying on my lap in the most uncomfortable position now. I can't make lunch. I'm sorry, you've been chosen. You must stay that way forever until he leaves. My regular viewer told me it was a comfy 70 Fahrenheit in LA today. I cussed him out a little bit. Karaoke amazing. Yeah, karaoke was super fun. It was super fun. I got to go with a bunch of other VTubers. This was my first Offkai and first VTuber convention. The fandom as a whole was so wholesome, and I had a lot more fun and a lot of other cons I went to. I think that's always the case with more niche-specific conventions, because like anime cons will have fun activities for, you know, anime enjoyers, but there's also a lot of different types of anime enjoyers. There's a lot more casual enjoyers. There's a lot more people who are like into voice actors, who are into concerts, who are into anime-song, you know, into like premieres and stuff like that. There's also a lot of different genres of anime, but VTubers hones it down a little bit more where it feels more concentrated in like the activities that you have offered to you. Like all the panels I was kind of interested in, you know. Usually when I go to anime conventions, I'm never interested in panels because it's just like whatever, you know. It's like I'm not really like super into like how to learn about anime production. I don't really care about, you know, the voice acting stuff too much, you know. But since everything here was involving VTubers, a lot of the panels were a lot more enticing and felt more appealing to go to than like at a regular convention. Indian small corpo love. Yeah, I was very happy to see so much you know, fan merch for more smaller creators at Offkai. It is the one place where, you know, that'll probably happen, so it was nice to see. I really enjoyed your group panel on the last day. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed. I think there's gonna be an official upload on the Idol channel, I believe. I don't know when that's coming out, but if you guys did miss it at Offkai, the official upload will be coming out on the Idol channel, I believe, in the sometime in the next month, I hope. We already got like the raw video for it, but I think someone's doing some editing to shorten it down a little bit. Offkai is pretty small still. Yeah, Offkai I would say is definitely on the smaller side. It would be remiss to not acknowledge how much it has grown being a smaller con, but it definitely is on the smaller side of conventions in terms of like the overarching convention scene. It is the biggest VTuber convention. I mean, that is one thing they have going for them for sure. Offkai felt bigger than Fanime, but probably because of the lines. Yeah, I think Fanime typically also doesn't feel as big because people disperse a lot more at Fanime, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot more usage of space in Fanime, I think. Whereas Offkai, I feel like a lot of stuff was concentrated at specific booths. For example, the phase line was always super long. The auto culture line was always super long as well. Hell, the fucking chroma shift merch line was apparently like hours long. I was told by Young Pups that, I mean, I wasn't there, but I was told by Young Pups that people waited quite literally hours for merchandise upon opening. And some people like couldn't even get meet and greet tickets because they were just all sold out by opening, you know? We also had a smaller space. Oh, we did? I didn't know that. Ah, I had no idea. For a focus con, though, it's great that it's still growing. No, absolutely. 100%. 100%. What are the best cons for those not in the know like me? I think it really depends on what experience you're looking for. Because, for example, I really like KatsuCon. I really liked Colossal Con. But those two conventions are, I would say, less content focused, more hangout focused. More like cosplayer focused, where they can do photo shoots in specific locations due to having unique backdrops and stuff like that. More social focused because there's hubs of areas where people congregate. So you can usually meet a lot of people, meet a lot of mutual friends and stuff like that. It's just a little bit more activity focused in the sense of doing activities with friends rather than going to activities or looking at content or perusing Artist Alley, Vendors Hall, etc. I think a really good convention, if you're looking to just kind of get a little bit of everything, any of the anime impulses. I think any of the anime impulses have a really good mix of both activities that you can do, collaborations. They don't have panels, but I think unless you're super interested in specific programs, like maybe there's a voice actor who's going to a convention that you really want to go see, who's doing a panel on their experience with voice acting or something like that. Most people don't typically, at least in my experience, go to panels that they're not super interested in themselves. But if you want to see like performances, if you want to see Artist Alley stuff, you want to see, possible like Itasha's cosplayers, all that stuff. I think any of the anime impulses are really good. They're small enough to feel like you can kind of tackle everything in a day, but not super big where it's overwhelming, if that makes sense. It drove my friend crazy by having him wait in line for a single Polaroid. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Day one was 5 hours. 5 hours? Holy shit, dude. That's crazy. Sorry, I'm catching up on stuffs. Give me 1 second. VTubers is a very specific niche. None of my IRL friends that watch anime really know about VTubers. Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, I would say the overlap is actually pretty small. I feel like a lot of VTuber fans are anime fans, but not a lot of anime fans are VTuber fans. There's definitely not as big as an overlap as the anime cons that have been hosting all these VTuber guests have made it out to be, I feel like. Will the official upload have the push-ups? I don't think so. I don't think we got audience cam of the uploads, unfortunately. Although the push-ups were hilarious. Isn't Offkai basically volunteer run? Yeah, it's basically volunteer run, and it's basically run on volunteer funding. So a lot of the funding that Offkai gets is from attendees who do big donations. They'll oftentimes have like whale badges, and they're truly the ones who make Offkai run. I actually got a little bit of a back end perspective because I got to meet some staff members who helped run Offkai. And like it is so passion run. Like I think that's one of the things I really love about Offkai is it motivates me so much as a creator to do more for the community and for the space, and propel it forward, because like you see the passion that goes into the planning around these things and these events and whatnot. I was fourth in line at the booth and it still took me 30 minutes to buy merch. Holy crap, really? Ooh! Insane work, dude. I missed Mia's meet and greet because it took so long and I was one of the first 20 through the doors after the whole Whales Double Rainbows boss. That's crazy, dude. Oh my god. I was almost not able to get a meet and greet saved by a friend. Oh my god, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, man, it's rough. I mean, hopefully next year, you know, I'll be an official guest and it'll be a bit easier to get a meet and greet through the actual raffle. And I want to do more in-person events. So fingers crossed for more of those this following year. The manager handled the line did an incredibly good job, especially when I called him dad. Oh, you're probably talking about Merch Senpai. Yeah, he was at the booth all weekend. I waited for 5 hours and almost missed the Yena meeting because there was only 2 left by the time I went to the front of the... That's crazy! Really? Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, man. That's rough. Anime Impulse is super chill and fun. Yeah, I love Anime Impulse. Anime Impulse is always such a great time for me. I've basically gone to every single one for the last 2 years. Including, not the Seattle one, but I've been to basically every other one in the greater California area. It's just a great convention. Oh, Anime Expo Chibi is also great if you don't care about panels and just want to shop. Also great performances, also great Artist Alley and Vendors Hall. I can't go to Artist Alley, I end up spending too much money there. I get it. I used to have a really bad problem with Artist Alleys. But recently, I've been trying to cut down on like trinkets. I don't really get keychains anymore, and that's saved a bunch of money. Typically now when I go to anime cons, I try to just limit myself to one piece of apparel, if any, you know. Impulse kind of has panels more like voice actor Q&A sessions. Yeah, Impulse has had like pseudo panels, but I think like it's definitely not as affluent as like, say, I don't know, like Otakon or something like that. Like Otakon has always been in my head to be like the panels con. It's like you go there to go to panels. Oh my god, back when I was still living on the East Coast, I went to Otakon to watch, oh my god, this might date me a little bit. I went to Otakon to watch the American premiere of Hetalia. With the English voice actors and everything. Such a good time. That was like one of the only convention panels I've been to. I can count the number of convention panels I've been to on my hands, and that was probably one of my favorite ones, honestly. It was just so awesome being in a room with everyone saying Marakai Chiku da na 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 da na da na 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 boku hetaria. It was so it felt so nice. It felt so nice. Is this a shill that Yena Youngblood will be back for Anime Impulse Bay Area? You can always ask Anime Impulse to contact Brave Group US to have me appear at Anime Impulse. Just saying. They do a lot of live performances that I would be super interested in doing. So, you guys should message your local Anime Impulse and tell them, hey, I would really like it if Yena Youngblood showed up at your convention. Could you try waking my dog up? His name is Teddy. He keeps moving on my lap and it's getting more uncomfortable. He doesn't listen to me. Teddy! Teddy, get up right now! Teddy, get up right now! You wanna go on a walk? You wanna go on a walk, Teddy? Teddy, wanna go on a walk? Treat! Treat! I have a treat for you, Teddy! Teddy, there's a treat over here! Teddy, ooh, treat! Teddy! Did it work? Need an alpha mom bark. I did 25 push-ups and Yena still didn't win. Rigged? It's okay. It was rigged from the start. I knew I was never gonna win. Guys, it was Encore and Yena Youngblood. It was on. Who do you think Enya's gonna choose to win? Who was it that got roasted for slouching during the push-ups? Actually, not a young pup, nor a Lisa fan, I think.
I got to meet the English voice actor of Alucard from Helsing Ultimate during a convention. For sure one of my favorite moments during my convention-going days.
That's awesome, dude. I love that. Yeah, there's always some really fun stuff you can do at conventions on that kind of vein of activities. Meeting voice actors is definitely a big one. Yeah, but the person who was slouching was actually not a young pup. I don't think he was a sheeple either. Actually, I think he was just there for the panel. I'm actually not sure. But he his wife actually replied to one of my tweets saying, "Thanks for roasting my husband at the panel. We'll work on his push-ups." I was like, "Oh." Apparently he was just there for the ride. It was Hades? Yeah, Hades is chill. I gave Hades a white monster. Let's go. Fuck yeah. I want to go to more cons since I'm debt-free. I will definitely be trying to go to at least one every year. Definitely a lot of fun. I think going to conventions is one of my, like, one of the things I really enjoyed as someone in my 20s. Back in the day, it was a place where I found a lot of my friends and a lot of my core friend group, and also allowed me to socialize in ways that I wasn't able to before. Like, I think I made a better streamer by the fact that I had experience in conventions back in my 20s. Me just trying to have money saved up for con hopping? Are you thinking about tabling anywhere, Mythic? You should think about tabling. I mean, you'd have to make some safe for work things to sell, but unless you go to like a yabai market type deal, you know? Impulse LA was super fun because they had Japanese idol groups. There's a ton of recordings of us having a blast at the garden stage. Yeah, it's so fun because I feel like everyone, since it's like most of most of Anime Impulse is like outside. So a lot of people have like a lot of energy, and there's a lot of dancing, there's a lot of water, there's a lot of like people like just hyping people up, you know? Very fun, very fun. Italia takes a long drag of cigar. Haven't heard that name in years. Italia era Yena, that's a traumatic flashback for your fellow unks. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm going to Otakon for the first time in this August, 2 weeks before Anime NYC. Ooh, fun! I love Anime NYC. I haven't been in a couple of years since I've moved out of New York. But it's a great convention. I love it. I think I just love the city in general as well. Like, it's a great con to go to and also explore the city as well. Watching stuff with other fans is really something else. Yeah, it really is. Like, I think so I was in the concert hall when Supernova, the concert, was happening. And can I just say, Trailblazer hits different with the bass booming. Like, I was like, damn, this shit's hype. Like, I mean, listen, I've always thought Trailblazer was a very hype song. I thought it was a good song to begin with, but I kind of got sick of it because I had listened to it so many times prior to release. But like, hearing it in stage with like the performance and then with like the people doing the fan chants and everything and the water happening upstage, it was like a completely different experience. I was like, wow, this shit is fucking banging. Like, this shit's banging as hell, you know? The barking worked? Oh shit, let's go. Oh man. I have been saved by Yena, however he is now chewing on my fingers. You know, that's, you're on your own there. You're on your own there. Have you gone to a con outside of the US? I have not. I actually have not. I actually haven't traveled outside the US much after I moved here. I've only traveled outside the US a couple of times. I would say one time for study abroad, one time to travel back home. But other than that, not really. If you make not safe for work keychains, Mythic, I will buy them. Watch me. Maybe in the future, further future, I've not tabled in centuries. Oh, did you use the table? Oh, wow. I was considering tabling, then I had to move out of the country. Aw, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm realizing there's a non-zero chance I've met Yena. I mean, I've been in the convention scene for a long time, so there is a non-zero chance. I've been in the convention scene, cosplay scene for, oh god, since like 2015? Maybe even 2014? Every Anime Impulse also has K-Play Fest in the same building, so if you like K-pop, there are dance sessions. Yes, I love watching the K-popers do their dance, what's it called? Dance ciphers, I think? Where they'll play like I think there's a specific name for them. I don't know what it's called. But super cool. Yeah, I love K-Play Fest as well. Super sick. Bass boosted Trailblazer was so good. It was so hype, dude. I loved it. Wota adds to the experience. Tell that to the Wota haters. It does add to the experience. Dude, when I see those people going hard, I'm like, damn, I should get up there with them. I gotta learn, dude. I've cosplayed in conventions since like 2012 or 2013. Never cosplayed a man yet. You know what? More power to you, man. Or woman. Random dance? I think that's what they're called, yeah. It's like they'll do like dance segments where they'll play like just the chorus of the dance and then people can like hop in a dance and then like it's like a very quick thing. It's like no more than like 30 seconds type deal. Mythic, you should make a windshield wiper key. No, please don't give him any ideas. Please. Mythic, by the way, sorry to ask this on stream, but I am curious. There was a picture of Yena that was just the cropped head. Something about like a super pack? I never saw the full of that. I don't know if there ever was a full of that anywhere. Oh look, Mythic art just came up on my feed right now. But I remember seeing like a head up shot. Mythic, make a Cersei x Yena comic and my life is yours. Oh man. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. The golden bikini, I think there were alts. Ah, I see. I understand now. It is a Patreon exclusive, I see. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to check out some really cool Not Safe for Work art, you can go check out Mythic Art's Patreon. Oh my god. Amazing work. I completely lost the plot, dude. There were questions here and I forgot to answer them. Let's see. How did Offkai's management feel in assisting with panels and events? Actually really good. If you guys didn't know, there was like a whole like level of the hotel that was dedicated for like streaming rooms. And you could only enter it if you were staff. And so it was like a super secure place for like creators to go hang out at and like be able to like, you know, relax and not feel like encumbered if they were like overwhelmed by the con floor and whatnot. And there was also like actual streaming rooms there. Like, so you could like, you didn't even have to bring your own tech. For the panel, all I brought was my flash drive. And like you could just stream out of the rooms, and it was really nice because me and all the Encore girls were able to just directly sit next to each other and just do the panel. Yeah, it was great. I really hope they do this again next year because I had to do my meet and greet not in the tech rooms because my meet and greet was technically not Offkai official, so we couldn't use the Offkai official rooms. And I did my meet and greet in the hotel room, and I crashed out like 5 different times trying to set that shit up. It was like the Wi-Fi wasn't working, then my tracking wasn't working, and then the tracking wasn't connecting to my phone, and then like it was just a mess. It was such a mess. So I really hope they do this. Next year as well. Did you have fun? I did have fun. I had a lot of fun. Offkai was really awesome this year because I feel like I was finally able to do stuff as a corpo VTuber, if that makes sense. Because the year before, I did also go to Offkai, but I was undercover, like fully undercover. Like I couldn't even say which company I was with. I couldn't even say who I was at all. And so like it was a little bit like waiting in anticipation, if you get what I mean. Like I was in the theater, or I guess the ballroom, wherever the concert was held. I was in that ballroom for the Wildfire teaser, and I was just sitting there like, they don't know I'm Wildfire. They don't know I'm Yena Youngblood, because I didn't tell anyone. I was just there incognito, you know. So it was a lot more fun this year being able to be a bit more forefront with who I was, and like being able to like network and connect to people, not as random incognito VTuber that hasn't debuted yet, you know? Lisa's, they had to flip the screen? Oh god. You're Yena Youngblood? What? That's crazy! I didn't know that myself, actually. That's new news to me. Did you see Numi? Are you going to branch out and collab with streamers outside of Chroma Shift? I do want to. Numi and I are actually decently good friends outside of just content stuff. We've hung out a couple of times, not for content, just like to hang out. I've been wanting to do more collabs with people outside of Chroma Shift as well. Just as like a... I want to... I don't know. I feel like Chroma Shift / Idol has kind of had the thing of being a little bit self-contained, if that makes sense. I wanna branch out a little bit more. Like kind of like do more corpo, not corpo, indie, etc, etc. I'm a little bit more looking to branch out after we establish dynamics with the new gens, though. I think right now the best thing I want to focus on is making sure that all the Chroma Shift stuff is established first before we branch out. And I want to do more inter Chroma Shift collabs as well, because I feel like since the merger, things have felt a little bit disconnected with all the partially negative events happening. You know what I mean? But it is in the plans. I do want to branch out to collab with more people. What was your favorite moment, if you're comfortable sharing, of course? Honestly, I think my favorite moment... Okay. I walked past the Young Pup meetup when you guys were taking the group picture together. And it was really cute. I was snooping a little bit. And I think my favorite moment has gotta be just seeing all of you guys together and like hanging out and stuff. I really enjoy seeing the community so flourishing, and that you guys are making like connections with one another as well. Yeah, I was snooping a little bit. I didn't snoop for long. I just walked past while you guys were having the meetup. Because I needed to go prepare for my meet and greet. So I was actually just walking past to go back to my hotel room to prepare for the meet and greet. And I happened to see you guys taking the picture, and it was really cute. And I was like, aww. That was so cute. Doing a little group picture. So, Young Pups are so cute. I can't believe I was perceived. I saw the flag and that flag was crazy, dude. I was like, I texted all my friends. I was like, guys, there's a Yena Youngblood American flag at Offkai. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Did you see Scout and Nebby make out? I did not. I didn't stay for long, like I said. I was literally just walking past to go back to my hotel room. Happened to see you guys there taking a picture, so it was really cute. Aside from like young pup interactions and being able to like see young pups and like talk with you guys at meet and greet and whatnot, I think my favorite part of the convention, I think my favorite part of the convention was the board game room, actually. I got to play some really fun new board games that I've never heard before. I actually even won 2 board games. I won 2 of them. So at the board game area, the tabletop gaming area, there was a set of like games that if you played, you could put your name in for like a raffle to possibly win it at the end of the convention. And I sat there basically during all, maybe that was the reason why I didn't get to see much people, but I sat there for most of my time off just playing games with friends. Like I was like my little like congregation area. I was like, if you want to find me, come to the board game room. But I sat there playing games with most of my friends for most of my off time when I was not working. And I actually got to win 2 games. I got to win, what was it called? Wonders of the Wild? Game. Is it this? Oh shit, I don't remember. It was Wonders of something, and I also got to win Adventure Party. Both games that were actually really, really fun. I really enjoyed them. That's awesome. That area intimidated me, so I avoided it. No, that's so valid. A lot of people playing D&D in there and stuff. Also, I don't think I'll be able to get to the rest of the questions. So I'm gonna speed run this real quick. Cause I have to go to meeting. I forgot I had a meeting at 10. What's your favorite kind of what's your favorite kind of fan merch and artist alley, like keychains, prints, clothing, something else? I love clothing. I love utility merch. So like if fan artists out there who want to make fan merch of Yena Youngblood, if you guys ever make a tote bag or any like shirt, I will insta buy it. Coolest piece of art you saw there, doesn't have to be auto related. I saw these really, really cool like metal cards. Like they were like Oshi cards, but they were like made out of metal. Those are really sick. I also saw some really funny enamel pins. How many cosplayers do you take pictures with? Not too many, actually. I don't really take pictures with cosplayers anymore since I'm a cosplayer myself, and it's kind of like, it's just a thing, you know? What kind of fan merch would you like to see more of at next year's Offkai and future cons? Clothing, apparel, hats, anything that's utilitarian, like maybe, I don't know, sweatbands, tank top, sports related things, a towel, I don't know, desk mat, question mark? I love utilitarian things. I'm a big fan of utilitarian things. How funny was it walking around just seeing young pups with the yaw cats? Oh, so funny. I sniped so many of you guys in my video. I think Red Scout appears at least like 3 times. Just because his shirt is so bright and it's just so obvious. What are the chances of getting to see the Offkai concert? Probably not until Vexpo, I believe. I think there's gonna be a pay-per-view at Vexpo, but more information on that probably coming to official sources at some point later. What was your biggest party at Offkai? Probably the Oshi Bar party. I went to the VIP area for a little bit. But I didn't really party too much at Offkai. I was just too tired. Did you get that Yusei Fudo Junk Warrior keychain from Table 23? I did not! What? I didn't even see that! What? Aw, man. I didn't even think about looking for anime merch because I just didn't think there'd be any niche anime merch. Would you use Minto deodorant? I would use Minto deodorant. I would use it. Boss, what do you think is a good budget for fan merch at Offkai, or do we wait for the challenge video for it? I would say anywhere around $100 to $200 is good. Depends on how much you want to buy. How was your time during traveling to and from con? Any trouble or BS? Luckily, no. Travel is very smooth. I was just very tired from traveling. I'm old, man. I can't do travel anymore. Sorry, one sec. Coming soon. Sorry, wrapping up stream. Did you see the video that we took at BJ's? I pinged you in Discord when I posted it. I think you missed your response to it. I don't think I did. Can you send it again or link me to it? I think I was probably busy during that time. I think I was either traveling that day or just exhausted from traveling that day. Will you ever cosplay as yourself? Maybe in the future. Will I ever announce it? Most likely not. Love the idea of Encore plus roommate panel. Any plans to collab more with Encore? Oh, absolutely. I love Encore. They're so sweet. Actually, for last AX, I was actually an honorary Encore group member because I just did everything with them. Basically, their entire vlog, like the entire vlog that Tonya posted, I was behind the scenes with them. I was just in the corner being like, trying not to get in video shots because I wasn't released yet. So I was just like, I'm not here, guys. You can just go ahead and just do your thing. I'm just a shadow on the wall. Were you brave enough to play at the Bring Your, what? BYOC? I don't know what BYOC is. Bring Your Original Character? No, I didn't even see that, actually. Check Discord. Okay, give me 1 second.
All right.
Oh shit, that's loud. Oh, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? This is so cute. Oh, what the fuck? That's so... Wait, hold on. Let me download this so I can show you guys on stream. That's so fucking cute. What the hell? Alright, I think this is a good little thing to end off on as well. The looks they got. Oh, I bet. Oh, I freaking bet, dude. I would also look. I'd be like, damn, what are you doing over there? You know that cat that's standing up in like the snow? What are you doing over there? That would have been me too.
All right. Hi, say no. Middle hole discus. Scott, Toby, Jericho. Daniel. Mama. What?
Oh, you guys are so cute. What the hell? I love my young pups. You guys are adorable. All right, I think that's a good place to call because I do have to go to a meeting. But thank you so much for coming to my recap stream, guys. I hope you guys had fun learning about all the things that I've been up to. We're gonna go ahead and raid out to Let's raid out to You know what? We're just not gonna raid because I have no time to do the whole hello, I'm Yena Youngblood. Welcome, not welcome. Thanks for taking care of my chatters and everything. So we're just not gonna raid. We're just gonna call it here. Sorry guys, I really have to go. I'm already 5 minutes late for the meeting. I feel bad. But thank you guys so much for coming. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will catch you guys. I don't exactly know when because I'm really busy this next few following days, but regular streaming schedule will probably start back up next Monday. So I'll catch you guys then, if anything. But thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Happy Thursday. And thank you for those who came to Offkai and stuff. Thank you for coming to see me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll catch you guys next time. But yes, take care, guys. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye now. Bye, everyone.